Show me where we began back in '95, where our love grew strong through a friendship that won't die. Show me where we created our greatest plans on the field of battle, in the childish minds we had. This is all we have. This is all we know. A friendship Was it here where you first kissed me on the cheek? Where you held my hand and said you'd always be here for me? Was it here where we sailed the 17th? And we flew the fighter jet planes and scored at Wembley. This is all we have. This is all we know. A friendship forever. One will last. This is all we have. This is all we know. Friendship forever. Love will
Yeah, pizza era. Hey, welcome everybody to Thermaltake and Sim Racing. I've made a mess of this one tonight. Thermaltake Racing and Octane Online Racing. We have MONZA tonight. Thank you for the. We have Ripper Bonza. It's MONZA, absolutely. I'm done. It's season 25, round 6. We have a clear day in quali, and with me in the booth, as always, Glenn Sakanis. Welcome, mate.
Hello, Damiano. How are you?
Oh, mate, I confused myself already. So watching car 6-7 having a bit of a drag in quali down to the Curva Parabolic.
Yes. I'm looking forward to this race. This is the Temple of Speed. So obviously there's going to be a few cars out there. They're going to be absolutely rapid, like the Lexus and the Nissans and the Fords. I'm looking forward to this one. This one's going to be good. The temperatures are looking pretty warm there as well. 28 degrees air temperature, 36 degrees. Oh, it went to 37 track. That is nice and tasty for all the wheels.
2 p.m. race, quali time. Yeah, that's a real peak time during the day. 9 minutes and a bit to go. And first cars from the first flying laps. Sky's still pretty close to the Lexus in front. Sure he'll need to get past. I couldn't make the number on the car, so we'll see who he's behind. Oh.
Patrick Johnson.
Yeah. So Sky staying super close to get an extra slipstream. These two will be Hammer and Toms to go for the pole lap, I guess. Yeah, it should be more rain. I agree, Kyle. So disappointing. I can see so far only one Porsche driver, and the Porsche is pretty strong here in the rain. So maybe going to change its session if you want.
Maybe to change up. Well, it is set for variables, so let's see what happens. Who knows? The track might start dry and go wet, or it might start wet and go dry. It's going to be interesting, especially with strategy. Tonight is a 60-minute race with no mandatory stops, so some of these cars are going to be pushed right to the end. I think I've done some fuel calculations myself when I've got a race tomorrow night, and yeah, the Lexus is going to need close to 120 litres, if not the whole 120 litres to do the full hour in here. Yeah, most of them are, yeah.
Really? Wow.
It's going to be close.
I didn't expect that. First laps coming in. These will just be the first flyers. I expect to be, well, maybe not be like last week at Bathurst, right? Because Bathurst was quite warm. And first time of 147.1. Yeah, there's more to come. And a 147.1 again, but a little bit lower one. It's like infinities.
For a first lap, flying lap, a 47.1, that's a pretty good time. My prediction is you'll get, I'll be tipping Lucas will probably top the time sheets. I reckon he'll be definitely in the 46s. With these temperatures, look, I'll say a 46.7 is my prediction, somewhere around there.
I'll see your 7 and I'll lower it to a 6. 46.6. That'll be about it. Probably a 47, mate. It's like I was saying before, Bathurst was quite warm, so the tyres get hot, and optimum, unless you make little mistakes, you're often the lap's probably going to be probably lap 3 or probably even lap 2 out of the pits. So probably doing 2 runs would be quite valuable in getting pipes through. So at the moment we have Keys, Johnson, Squires, Johnson, Squires, Johnston. Pridham's up there again. Yes, he's doing well. First man's car, he's moving along very quickly. And Nicholson and Piper at the moment.
Yeah, they'll sort them out. I mean, obviously, you can see tonight's racing, you've got at least 30 cars out there, so trying to find yourself just a little bit of breathing room to get a good lap is going to be very interesting. You can see people like, Aiden and Johnston and even Lucas, they do have a clear track in front of them, so they're allowed to push. And obviously, Aiden Squires behind Johnston there is going to get a bit of a slipstream there. The Ford will probably get a little bit of a toe to help him out. Here we go, fastest lap comes in for Johnston's a 47.105. Oh, here he goes, 46.7. Oh, I'm on the money. Can we get
the little comment on YouTube, Glenn, music is still going. Okay, music should be sorted now, folks. So it's all quiet. So he was 2 tenths up and then dropped an extra tenth heading down the Oh, the back straight doesn't have a name. Between Varianta Ascari and Curva Parabolica. That doesn't have a name. We'll call it the short back straight.
The short back, level with the pits. He was up. I think it was just coming out of the parabolic. He probably just got a little bit of a wheel spin, which hurt him a little bit there. So, and that's going to be the problem with all these temperatures, that it's controlling that wheel spin and physically getting the drive out of the corners. Because a few of these corners, you need to keep the speed up. Then that's how you maximise it and go as quick as you can. So, let's see if you can tighten it up a bit. If he's 0.07 up here, if he lost a little bit there, he's probably gained himself at least another 0.2 by the time he crosses the line. That'll help him immensely as well.
Yeah, should be close enough to get the barest sniff of a slipstream, I think. I think it's like 0.8 that you can just get a little whiff of a slipstream. Pretty close there, George. It's nearly 1/10 up. And more to come as we swap cars to Lucas Keys. Not improving as much as what I thought. Still got time to go to pits after this lap and go again, potentially. What we got? Still 30 cars out. Oh, off note, with the penalty points, no one's on a race ban, quali ban this week, so everyone's free to quali, so those cars in the pits are allowed to go out.
Johnson's up by almost 0.2 on this lap. Here he goes. He's going to be straight into 46.917.
Oh,
Lucas, 46.717. Come on, don't let me down, son. Don't let Damiano beat me on my prediction. Jeez, I'll be upset with you.
I need a blink of an eye. That's what I need. So don't blink, and he'll do it. That's great. So, King's moved up on the P5 now. So the top 10 we have Keys, Johnson, Squires, Johnson. That hasn't changed. And then we got King. Oh, Mangal has just screamed up the P4. It's pushed Johnson down. King's gone to 6. Reinhardt's up to now in 7th, and Purdham's gone to P8 in the Pro-Am class. Nice one. Then we have Bishop and Ty finishing our top 10. Who's in the pits? Still time to go.
Very close to. There's a very tight group there to get into that top 10 there. Obviously, between Andy down to, say, Kyle, it's only 2/10, so it's a to try to. Oh, look like Lucas just went onto the dirt there.
He did. Yeah, I think that's. That's going to be a cut for sure, and the second car behind as well went a little bit deep. Although it's really strange, the second curve at Lesmos turn 7, you can actually go beyond the curb and on the AstroTurf, and it's still valid. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah, I think it's once you tip your tyres into the sand is when it actually pings you on that one.
Yeah, like the Exeter's car. Yeah, you can take sand, just not too much. As we see, keeping it
we're on with Ryan here at the moment. Yep.
Where's Ryan? He's P6. He needs to find about a 10th and a half. Hey.
0.2 up.
Oh, there we go. Fastest lap for Keys, up 46.6. I will take your internet dollars. Thank you very much.
Damn you, Lucas. Damn you.
That cost me $80 for that. Far out.
Ryan's up by 0.25, just bleeding a little bit coming out of Varianti Ascari out of turn 10. Can he actually nail the parabolic and get a good drive, slow in, fast out, turning it in?
Stream. It's nice and close.
Oh, he's just bleeding a bit of time. Yeah, he's just bleeding. It's so easy to bleed time out of there. It happens to me all the time.
Car's pulled into the pit, so you can still go another lap. The car in front's too close. 2 down quali, so still 2 laps for Ryan to actually get it done. Ty's be screaming for a bit of a rest.
Yeah, so we're going into turn 1-2, which is Variante del Retafilio. Heading, I'll see if I can get these names right. I've got Greek heritage, not Italian, but I'll try my best.
Mamma mia.
Yeah, that's him. Biasono is turn 3, which is that long, coming into Variante. Della Roggia? I think it is.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know. I botched that up. And then obviously Lesmos 1, Lesmos 2. That's how I know this one.
Mm-hmm. What?
I've been told that I've got to give some content tonight because I was pretty ordinary last week, so I've been told, Damian, I'll have to be a bit more content for the show.
Did you see King? He actually was really right on the edge of that ripple strip. It was just validating my point before. You can go super wide. As we see going super wide here, 0.03 up is Luke Johnson in the McLaren. 6/10. And Squires is 7/10 behind. There's only 1/10 between Johnson and Squires, so need to solidify that position there. I haven't been paying that much attention to see who's gone to the pits or not. I think these guys are going for a solid 12-minute quali run. So we see Benny Vinton in P11 has called time, so he's out. And who's in P5? I don't make that, but we have, looking at Bill at the moment, 0.15 up. If that keeps going, that could throw him into P6.
You're close. Yes.
Stretch.
Yeah.
Stretch.
Yeah, you probably potentially could. He'll probably jump into about 9th, just short of Ryan. He needs to find a little bit more. Let's see how he's going around here. He's coming out of Lesmos 2. He just needs to get it into there. He's up a little bit. A bit of a wiggle there. Would hurt him. Yes, it did. Look, he's lost a full 10th, if not more. That little wiggle. And that's the problem with these hot temperatures, that you get onto the throttle, you try to get a little bit more excited, and it hurts you. Coming into Ascari, turn 8, turn 9, can he get through the curb here and gain some time? Took a lot of curb. No, he's just, they're coming out of Lesmos 2 hurt him a fair bit. He just dropped all that time.
Yep.
Unfortunately, bad luck, Kyle.
I think half the cars that we have now, they're all in their final laps. Holy, Nicholson, 0.3 up. That's going to be, wow, this could be a top 10 quali. If you can hold it together. 0.4, 0.5. What was he doing? It's braking. Here we go. Time gives time.
Oh, he's gained it too. He's gained it. He only lost a little bit, but he's gained it. He's maintained it.
This is going to be great time. Stick with Nicholson.
This will jump him up a few spots. This could get him into the top 10. He's just 0.5.
It's gone deep. It's going to drop. It's going to be like 0.2 by the time he gets to the line, I think. Oh no. Oh, look at the power go down. Oh my god, this Bentley's amazing.
Great lap to finish off. Great lap.
Yes. Excellent lap. And there's Purdom in P6. Pitchy car. How many pitchy cars do we have? Many. Oh, I need to get the quali times. Excuse me while I take some screen caps. You keep talking, George.
Oh, okay. So in first place, we obviously got Lucas, followed by Patrick Johnston. Then we got... just lost that. Then you got Al Johnson in 3rd, Aiden Squires in 4th, Mansell in 5, Britton in 6th, King is 7, Nicholson in 8th, and Reinhardt in 9th. And Kyle rounding out the top 10.
Excellent. So we're going to get the second part of it. Thank you very much, Clint. Really appreciate this, mate. So we can see who the shakers and makers are after turn 1. Who survives the most? Who doesn't survive? There we go.
Rondinella being so far down the grid, and Monks is a little bit surprising, I suppose. I didn't expect them to be that low. They must have come in late, or they're having a chance.
So what position? I'm trying to quickly find him on the list. Monks. Is he on page
Monks,
2?
he was about 28th or something.
Ooh. Oh. Taking the Rondinella and Monks, taking the last first pit lane start, missed the shenanigans at the beginning. We have 3 p.m. in the afternoon, a 1-hour race, as George was alluding to earlier. Full Sunday, optimum track conditions. Break out the hat and sunscreen. It's a warm one. I'm going to predict Aiden Squires, his car tyres are going to explode from the heat. You didn't see my arm action. It was much more dramatic when I said it.
Absolutely. Some of these liveries, again, are looking fantastic. Oh, I love them.
Wow.
Look at that. The Nissans, the Lexuses. It's showing more and more that most of the cars at the front of the grid now are starting to be these front engine cars, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's a bit of a trend that's started recently, isn't it?
Oh, it's about 2 seasons worth, or this season. I will say though, it seems to be a theme that it's like the black and white logos cars seem to be doing better. But then we also have a BMW and the Ford and P6, P5, and P4. I'll quickly go through the championship standings as we're in round 6. So the championship leader is Patrick Johnson on 419 points, followed by Lucas Keys on 393, Naden Squires on 355. So that's pretty close. That's the pros. Down to silver, we have King, car 46, 191 points. Jay Sweeney in car 777. Hey, Loopy, have a good race, buddy. You can win it from here, you know. Just don't mess up the turn 1. Sweeney, car 777 on 174. So that's 17 points behind Ryan King. And then Ben Piper in P3 in Silver on 159 points. Pro-Am, a bit tighter. We have Xavier Prudhomme, car number 73 on 149 points. Ibrahim Bank, car number 110 on 143. So very tight there. And not that far behind, Ben Oliver on 102 points. And scrolling down, we have no AMs classified, so we have a Pro, Silver, and Pro-Am race tonight. I think that's a Porsche.
A Porsche? Yeah, there's a Porsche there.
Go, Joe. You can do it, man. I do know that I think I can share this. Joe had some internet issues this week, and he'd only got it working this morning, so or this afternoon actually. So he's here, so I'm very happy to see him racing.
Yes. So this is going to be an interesting start. I mean, obviously the Lexus have a pretty good car that takes on. Actually, most of the cars there, especially in the top. Yeah. Most of the front end, mate, this is going to be a cracker of a start. There's not any car that will get jumped at the start. We know that the McLaren's good, Lexus is good, the BMWs are good, the Bentley's pretty good. And they're all got great starting cars there. So yeah, it's going to be a humdinger going into turn 1. Is there a prediction of something that might turn yellow? You willing to put
car in front of us? Well, I'm predicting. I don't know. I don't know what lap. Let's go lap 2. Curva Grande. I reckon there's going to be some shenanigans there. So someone will do some outbraking in the chicane, and they'll all bunch up in the Grande, and then it'll cause contact.
See, turn 1's he's famous for having 3 abreast connected turn 1. So let's see if they can play nice tonight. Anyway, they're going to be asked to double file very slowly, so they're going to slow them down to the speed of 80 kilometres an hour. They're all going to be tightening up. Here they go. Now, who's going to get the better jump there? Is it going to be Patrick Johnson or Lucas Keys to get the jump? But Lucas is definitely a dynamite under the brakes, and he's on the inside, so he can protect the inside line a bit. Get those cars nice and tight, you know. We want them nice and tight, make it more interesting. Coming out of the Parabolica. They're going to get the staging lights soon.
It's going to be a bit of a while. You can nearly have a coffee now. You can have an espresso, because it's quite late, isn't it, to start? Anyhow, I'm messing up your mojo.
No. It's a fairly early start here, so it should be, once they get over the bridge, the starting line is probably about another 20 metres there, so they'll be coming up to it. You could just see Lucas is just a smidge in front. Here they go. It's going to be coming up the stage. He will be going green very shortly in the next 3 or 4 seconds.
Green light.
There it is, green. Lucas got a good start. He's pulled a little bit, but Johnson's also there as well. Oh, we've got Ryan's got a bit of a run on the cars there, 3 abreast. Slightly further back, almost 4. Can't see what's happening in the front there, going into turn 1. Did they get through? Yes. Oh, Ryan got tapped at the back. Oh, God, leave that on up to the Stewarts. No other issues there other than Ryan getting tapped, and he's come back into the track. Lucas is definitely in front there of Patrick Johnson going into turns 4 and 5. Yes, he's got a bit of a break there. Actually, both of them have got a pretty good jump there. There's at least, we'll say, half a second to... who's in third? Is that Aiden? Aiden Squires, yeah, in third spot. Yeah, they made a bit of jump. So Patrick Johnson is going to try to put some pressure in, going into Lesmos 1, Lesmos 2. Aiden's trying to get to try to catch up, make that gap up a bit. It's actually been, bit of a yellow flag down the back there. Looks like there's a couple of cars. We'll find out what's going on there. And yeah, if you have a look at the two front runners, which is Lucas and Patrick, they've just taken off. They've just gone, that's it, boys, we're out of here. We don't want to know about what's going on down the back there. We're just going to get ourselves into a very fast race pace and see what happens.
Yeah, Aiden had a bit of a slow start there. He was on a huge amount of pressure leading into the first chicane. Excuse me. Sorry, so I think that's what's allowed Keys and Johnson to get a bit of a jump. You know? Sorry.
Go and have a cough, all right. So we're on, Lucas is getting the power down, back onto Aiden there. He's getting a little bit of pressure from Mansell. Can he get the good run? We know that Beamer's pretty good around here as well, can get a bit of a drive. Obviously the Ford with a little bit of restrictor, 53.677 for an outlap is not bad at all. Ryan's got a bit of a run on Kyle. Can he dive it in under the brakes? He's looked on the inside. Kyle's making it track. No, yes, he thought better about that. Oh, there we go. There's the Bentley. Nicholson's done the spin. Round. There she goes. There he is. He's coming back on the track. Oh, done a bit of a donut again.
Oh, those tyres are going to be thankful. Good. Really good in the end. Oh.
Yeah, back into it. You've got an hour. Come on, you can still make up these places. You can still make these places.
So, as I was alluding to before, Squires had a bit of a poor start, which I think allowed Keys and Johnson to pull away because they would have defended into turn one. Good job in the recovery as well for Squires, which means he qualified fourth, I think it was, and he maintained P3 because they jumped Luke Johnson in the McLaren.
Yes, so we're on. Here we go, back up to Mansell. Yep. Trying to put some pressure on Aiden now.
But that's really surprising. Well, also in qualifying, the Ford of Squires wasn't keeping up with Patrick Johnson in that orange Lexus there. So Ford might be a tiny bit underpowered, or the Lexi have gone for a very low wing configuration. But I think, there's a dead car in Scary.
1-2-1, I think it is. Oh, straight back to the pits. 1-2-1, there is Stockton. Yeah.
The trouble there. Race back. What's that? 48-0. Not bad. Get a look at your tyres. In a hot race.
Yeah, especially with the full tank of juice. That's a fairly rapid pace, actually. 48 flat. And knowing Lucas, he will manage those tyres and just get quicker and quicker as go on. Going to turn one, turn two, Aiden's just trying to get a little bit of drive out. Yeah, the Ford unfortunately has been hampered a little bit with the restrictor that's been put on it, and with a bit of penalty there, so it doesn't have the same amount of mumbo. So, but the car is very, very good under brake, so it can defend very, very well under braking. And this track is definitely a very, very heavy braking track. So it's going to be a lot better than most other cars.
I was talking to Aiden about braking a little while ago, probably a long while ago, and he was saying that Ford's braking is actually the middle part of the braking. It's not the early braking, it's not the final braking, it's the middle section. Oh, here we go, we're on with Beaton. I mean, look, it's a couple of cars. Oh, there's a sideways car.
Oh, that was John that spun. Did he spin or did someone spin him? Oh, no, John.
That was a bit unsighted. Oh, I bet the bonnet's up on that car.
Well, I did ask him tonight to give me some content, but I didn't expect that.
You got it. You're such a mean man. Wow. He must really owe you some money.
I don't think he's going to be happy with me.
Well, Stocko's Stocko in the teleport. There's no damage. Oh, it must be a Kunos thing. Yeah. Alright, so Lucas Keys at 47.9. Oh, that's pretty rapid with these temperatures. That's pretty quick. So we won't see Stockton for a little while. Well, I think there was a move just there. I saw Price Davies changed. Did he get past Billet?
Yeah, there's a bit of a shaker there because Andy was in 14th and Kyle was actually behind King. Now, Kyle's gone to 12th, Andy's gone to 10th, and you've got Davies there as well. So there must have been a bit of an incident there to allow Andy to get past. And obviously now he's trying to chase down Ryan. But Kyle's 0.1 behind Davies. So we'll see what happens to see if that changes or if Kyle can get in front of him. The Nissan's got a pretty good top end, so he might be able to do it down the front straight there as long as he's close enough. We'll keep an eye on that slowly but surely. So back up.
Qualified. He qualified from P20, so he was outside of that group. So just a little bit of shaking around, I guess, and going through the chicanes is my estimate.
Monks looks like he's gone, who didn't qualify. I think he was in 28th spot. He's into 20th spot. And Jaden, which I think qualified behind Monks behind him, is in 18th. So they've made some good moves. But both of those guys are pretty quick. So they're both Pro-Am drivers. They're very, very quick. It's just going to be interesting to see how far they can make it up the list. Because obviously the further you get closer to the top of the order, the harder it gets because most of the guys up there are reasonably quick as well. But we'll keep an eye on those two guys as well. Nicholson, I think, qualified in the top 10, didn't he?
Checking.
Oh, the Bentley, that's right, he spun. Sorry, I forgot about him. Yeah, he spun, which hurt him a fair bit. Yeah.
He was P8, so yeah, excellent qualifying.
Yeah. So back up the top there. What's happening? Oh, under brakes, he's closing down pretty hard there on Aiden. He's trying to put as much pressure as he can on him. The more pressure he puts on him, who knows, Aiden. But Aiden's a seasoned veteran as well. He doesn't make too many mistakes. He tends to get into a specific window and can control and maintain it. I've seen him put a lot of pressure on other people without making mistakes. Let's see if he can handle the pressure the opposite way, but I believe he can.
Oh yes, 100%. Aiden is really, really good under pressure. He got his first win by holding, I think it was Nathan Monks at Misano for the whole race by 0.2 seconds, the whole race. Absolutely astounding.
Yes, it was a very good drive by him. Very, very good drive. So, any close battles out there that we can have a look at? Oh,
this?
Right there. Oh, did we give him the commentator's skin? No. Oh, no, it wasn't him.
We'll work on it. So, Monkston ties 8 made 8 spots. So we heard he's currently running P8. He's doing well there. Got a little stretched a little gap here. We have Monks behind Nicholson. Who don't forget Nicholson qualified P8. So and Monks at the back. I mean, no, Monks as just saying before is pretty quick. I don't think he's going to get past. And then Loopy in front, also pretty fast driver. I don't think he'll be able to get past those. So these three are going to be toe to toe trying to get through the traffic. So it depends how they get past Simpson.
The other person is Jay Vidigo. He's down there in 26. Generally, he's... Oh, there's Lucas with another fastest lap, 47.790. Yeah, generally he's normally closer to the top 10, if not in the top 10, and he's down in 26, which I was surprised about that. So...
He qualified 14th. Yeah, so, but the thing is, he was only like 2/10 away from P8. So it's really tight qualifying in that group. From like P8 down to P17, there was only 4/10 of, sorry, half a second. I'm
wondering if that incident there where Nicholson had the... Was it Nicholson? Not Nicholson. Had this spun cars in front, might have gotten in the way and slowed him down a fair bit. It'll be interesting. We'll have a look to see if we can find what happened to Vidiga there, Jay.
All speculation. It's going to be interesting. I mean, it's going to be really interesting how these guys look after the tyres because it's so warm. I'm predicting Squires his car's going to be under so much tyre stress. Any of these big, heavy cars, the Ford, the Bentley, I think they're going to be really stretched. Possibly the Nissan with the huge power it has at the back, spinning up the wheels and the sliding. I think that'll be interesting. From probably 20 minutes to go, we'll see how people will be managing their tyres.
Yeah, as long as he hasn't pushed it too fast too early, he might be able to maintain it. I believe there is a tyre model there that if you do run a little bit too close to the car in front, it does hurt your tyres a little bit, but obviously he's got a clear track in front of him, and we know how he can drive. He tends to drive pretty quick and pretty smooth as well, as long as you're not sliding and scrubbing the tyres too much. But here we've got Jaden's got a very, very good run on Simpson now. He might not be able to do it. Oh, he's thinking about it. Can he do it under brakes going into the parabolic? Yes, he does. And does he get the power down? Yes, he does. And we know that McLaren, the only problem is with the McLaren, it's going to be a little bit slow down the straight. The Ferrari might get the run on him, so Jaden might have to protect the inside line. Let's see, going down into turn 1.
It's got Nicholson close behind as well. And McLaren braking.
The Ferrari's pulled down. Is he going to think about it? Oh, he's thought of it. No, he didn't. Oh, that was
just as you're in the braking zone, and just as you're in the braking zone, you get this pop up, and not what you need. Oh, it's a shame. But 25 seconds for Nicholson.
I believe that. Oh, there's another yellow flag. I believe that might have been for turn 1.
Mansell's falling down the list. Is that my Curva Grande prediction coming in a bit late, but only one car?
Oh, he's still there too. He's just waiting. He's still waiting. Obviously, he doesn't want to do an unsafe rejoin, or he might have hit the wall and he's...
Is he upside down? I don't know. I'm completely guessing.
No.
Yeah,
you can... I can't say it.
You can fit a chicken in there.
Absolutely. Oh, no.
Potential disconnect, maybe?
Maybe.
Because he wasn't moving very quickly there. Or a bit of distraction on the rig. But looking at the mini-map, the field doesn't stretch out too far. It's only been 13 minutes. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're looking at Vediga here. 999, qualified P14. This is like 2 or 3. Just moving around.
Oh, no.
No.
Okay, so
he's just waiting forever. So the cop car did the pit maneuver to make the move done, right? Trained by the police academy.
Did we ever find out what happened with Red up the top there? We'll see if we can find that later on. I'd be interested to see what happened to him there, which blocked most of the track. There you go, Stockton, with a 15-second penalty. Collision on lap 2.
He suffered a lot for that. Wow, he got the double. So, and he got the RTG for that one. Yes, thank you, YouTube chat. Bitten chicken? Yeah, we'll go with that. Probably a scrub turkey for that one. It was just pretty big.
So we're back over here. Reinhard, let's go. Let's see what's happening here. Yeah, not using all the track. It looks like he's just maintaining it.
Ooh, King and Ty getting close together. Only 0.1 away. I'm noticing Keys has pulled out 1.8 seconds now on Johnson. Squires has fallen back 5 seconds from Johnston as well. With
Hayes has got a 15-second pen as well.
Ooh, they're coming through now. Hayes was the Vedica one. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, where's Hayes? Yeah, P12. Yeah, that's in the right spot. Oh wow.
Oh.
We've been buffering. The pens have been buffering. They're coming through.
That was for dangerous driving, that one. Ooh.
That's probably originally, I guess. Oh, there's another yellow at the back. What's that? Car 20 something? Anyhow, but we're looking at Ty and King here. So we have the Nissan, who can accelerate very fast, but gets to its top speed really quickly. And then we have the car.
Lakeside. Oh, he's got a bit of run. And we know Ryan can be a little bit. He's going to look at it. He's thinking about it. Can he get in there without touching him? I think Ty might have opened up the steering there, scared that he would have been tapped. I would have turned in because it's up to Ryan not to tap him, so that's going to be an interesting replay to see what happened there. But
I don't know.
He has got through him at the moment. We'll call it fair at the moment. We'll see what happens.
You don't want to be like a Vedica, right? You don't want to be... you may not be in the right, but it's better to lose one spot than be turned around having the whole field through. So it's a great example of game theory. Okay, group. Okay, yep. So, according to the pit lane reporter, Mansell did appears to have a disconnect. So unfortunate for you, mate. Better luck next time. Not sure if you're still racing. But I hope you keep going. It's always awkward when that happens. Mansfield's still in the pits. Don't think the RTG plus the repairs would have been that long. Well, maybe it was. And we'll see. Hopefully he keeps going. As we're looking at Stephen Ty, in no man's land, 0.7 behind King and 1 second from the Bishop.
Right, so Lucas is another fast lap, 47.700. So he's actually not slowing down. He's pulled a 2.283 second gap. So he's just giving himself a bit of a buffer so he gets to a certain point and then he can cruise it in. Here we go. We're looking at Stevenson and Oliver. Oliver took the tighter line with the Lexus and Stevenson took the wider line to see if we can get a bit of a run on him, but unfortunately that Lexus is, it's just an animal down that front straight, so I can't see that.
But Porsche's made a spot. Spenceley's now in P20, so that's not all bad.
He's going you up at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, probably. But here's an interesting one. So remember in Rondinella and Monks were toe-to-toe, right?
Yep.
Loopy's got a little bit of a lead over Monks. He's got 5 seconds gap and a car between them.
Yeah, and he's only 0.7 behind this battle here, and he's closing them up pretty quickly. So I reckon Jaden might get past these two guys. He's actually making some pretty good progress. He's still got plenty of time to... I reckon he's got enough time that he could potentially make top 10 if he gets some clean passes there. He seems to have a fair bit of pace there, so give it another lap to get a little bit closer there to Stevenson. Oh, a little bit wide, I believe he just went there. I reckon this is going to be a little bit interesting by the end of this lap, coming onto the front straight.
Did you say just build it up, build it up, build it higher, build up that pressure?
Yeah, you always got to put pressure on the guy in front there. Slow down, will ya?
Oh,
Jesus,
that's my quality time, man.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, God. Oh, here we go.
He's close. He's having a look. He's having a look.
But
he's giving up. Yeah. Say, let's let him get it close.
Yeah, just to let Jaden to close up a little bit more to definitely get a slipstream now. So, this is going to be interesting. This next lap is going to be interesting. Let's have a look. We know that Jaden's pretty good under brakes. We're on board with him, just not quite close enough to even attempt it. So, yeah, no, it'll have to be one more lap to go before he gets close enough. Let's see how he gets through turn 1, turn 2. They both turn in nicely. You see that Jaden's got a little bit of braking, but look at that Ferrari just power out a little bit. The McLaren seems to always have a bit of wheel spin that hurts you a little bit. Oh, he's got a good run on that Lexi.
Yeah, Oliver had a bit of a poor entry into the first chicane, which has allowed Steves to get a run on him. He's going to look on the outside, defending, and they're going to make it.
They can't go too wide through there, surely not.
Yes,
Jaden, there's Jaden. He's sticking on the inside, but then going to the Lessos too, you want to be on the inside, not the outside. But can Jaden hold it? Yes, he does. Good driving, no contact there. Race on. Now he's going to put the hammer down and see if he can catch Oliver. Oof. That was interesting. I enjoyed that. That was
really
good.
exciting. That all came from the man out front, Oliver, but he didn't miss on his spots. Here we go. Network dropped for me for it, then reconnected in the wall. That's such a shame. That's gone. Well, keep running. Stevenson, he's still good. He's on the track. Not too close behind. He's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing to see here. Move along.
There's something there. He was just taking it easy. He thought he was trying to pull the tyres down in the sand there. Yeah, just probably pushing a little bit. Just get into a rhythm there, Stevenson. Just get into a rhythm. Slow in, fast out. Slow in, fast out. You can't allow any cars from behind to get you. Now we're obviously, yeah. Here we go. Andy on tyres close here. Oh, bit of a tap around. Andy to have a bit of a sniff. He's closed up the door there. So, that's getting excited between the Lexus sandwich with the Nissan in between the two Lexi.
Oh yeah. You're not opening that to this debate, are you? Is the sandwich the bread, or is the meat the sandwich, or is the bread the sandwich?
At the moment, I'll say the Nissan's the meat in between the sandwich.
But if you use your imagination, the Nissan logo looks like a hot dog in a bun, and you just got to roll it around.
Ooh.
It's like Scooby-Doo Bathurst, right?
This is gonna get interesting. See, obviously, either Ryan had a bit of a mistake because he was pulling away and allowed Ty to sort of catch up a bit, or Ty just picked up the pace. Now he's just got to get the rhythm back again. It's easy to cook it and then lose a little bit of speed. But we know that the Nissan around here is a pretty good car. It takes the curves very, very well. A little bit better than the Lexus. Let's see how the tyres go for the full stint.
We have a weather update. It's now gone slightly cloudy and the temperature's dropped on track temperature by 2 degrees. It's variable weather.
Oh, our pit girl, just pit reporter, I should say.
What? Hey. I need to speak with a deeper voice now, so it's not confusing. Oh, freedom. Making a move. On the outside on Luke Johnson. That's it, McLaren on McLaren. Switchback.
Switchback,
It's
yeah.
gonna work. Not quite. Oh, you can sort of do it. This is where the McLaren, I think, would be super, super strong, is in the high-speed corners here. So you probably need Luke Johnson, probably needs to drive down the middle of the track to defend effectively, because you can't swing left, which is what's happening here, because it's going to be very awkward under braking, and going right, you won't be able to go around the outside. So excellent defending. Is he on D? He went a little D. And look at oh, they're all pressing very, very hard and making tiny micro mistakes. And just while we're in these corners, I just want to correct you, George. These are Lesmo corners, not Lesmos. There's only one missed.
Lesmo?
Yep, Lesmo. As Johnson clips the inside corner of the Lesmo 2, which is pace.
Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2, you happy with that?
That's perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. We need a piece of shot.
Why do you have to drag me down every week? Come on. Give me something.
You do it to yourself as Luke Johnson goes takes this Gary very, very poorly. This is going to allow Proden to have a look.
Oh, he's getting a very, very good run.
Oh, that's Ho.
Yes. Under braking, he's gone in there into the paracord to make sure don't go wide.
Was it a
the
touch?
track width.
I think it was a touch.
Ooh, might have been.
We will see.
Maybe.
We will see if that's the redress, but I think the move was 100% on, and I think the move was basically finished at the apex.
Yeah, he was far enough along the inside there that I think that should be fine. I don't believe that should be too much of an issue. Yeah, I don't believe so. From that view, I was more than happy with that, I think.
Especially when the other car's still on circuit, very handy, so it's been very light. And the cars are extremely lightly balanced through there as well. Very finely tuned, higher grip through there. Yeah, that all came from Fluky Lukey having just a little slide on the exit of Scary, so the most critical part of that corner, the exit.
Yeah, anything with long straight. Yeah, anything with long straight. You a little bit more there.
Again. He did that last lap as well. Really pushing very, very hard under the brakes. So Johnson's making some mistakes, which is allowing Purdom to get through. So we won't be able to get a good estimate whether Purdom was actually being held up by Johnson. But we'll see how the closer gap goes now. It's like 6.5 seconds now between Purdom and Squires. Squires was, I think it was 7 seconds behind Patrick Johnson. 8.5. And then Patrick Johnson's fallen a little bit further behind from Keys. So I'm guessing Purdom's going to catch Squires before the end of the race. Oh, replay. Oh, here's the replay.
Here we go. Here's the replay.
So he really got a really strong toe right there. Good car positioning from Luke. Oh, that's a tiny bump.
That's a tiny bump, but he was definitely in there. I believe he should have just given him a bit more room on the outside. Look, I think that's fair. I think that's play on in my books.
Yep. I think, race hard, play hard.
Oh, he's suffering here now.
Well, Johnson's in front. Hang on, did Purdom drop the spot? Oh no, he got through and he dropped it. The Pro-Am driver, which is allowing the silver class of Reinhardt to have a run on him, and Luke Johnson's stretched head can defend under braking for turn 1. That's good under braking. He's gone deep. No, he's held it up really well. was exceptional.
That allows Ryan to catch up, and Andy's trying to put as much pressure as he can on Ty as well. So
King's going to have a look here. Because of the turn 1 slowdown, that's allowed King to have a good run on Reinhardt. And now they've got to defend into the very empty ravioli. That's not the one.
Ravioli, hang on, you're bagging me. Here we go. Thanks a lot.
I'm trying to go from memory. We're all know my memory stuff. Rogia. Prevalente Delta Rogia.
Bagging me, and over you go. And you started off speaking Italian right at the start.
Hey, Damiana Turcolini, eh? Mamma mia. So
we're trying to make a meal of this, I'll tell you.
If our race director's looking for something to do, and I'm not asking, but a replay of Purdon, his mistake. I say a thing, and it's already being.
Oh, Ryan's got a bit of a run
discovered.
there. Has Ryan got a bit of a runner? He's, let's see what happens.
No, we're looking at the double X's. Okay. Double X's too. Who got the better Fs?
Ooh, there's a little bit of a birdie telling us that the Stewart's on the stream. I just wanted to find out about from the Stewart's even come up. Was the there it is.
Oh, interesting, but King's going through. No, he's not.
Oh, he's under brakes, very deep under brake. No, but he'll have to tuck that in. Can he get the over? Yes, the Brim and...
So, Purdon Johnson in contact was asked.
And Reinhardt, yeah, there was asked to be a readdress. That's how he got it back in front. So, obviously going into the parabolic, they thought, not quite right. Please readdress. Maybe the slight tap because he's pushed him off didn't allow him to fight it going into turn 1. That's why they thought do the readdress. So, well, fair enough. Race back on, gentlemen.
So we're looking at Reinhardt and King battling away, which is allowing Steve and Ty to catch them with their battling. And with the redress that Purdon's had, well, he's only 0.6 behind Johnson, so the pressure's going to be on again for Luke to actually keep up the pace and not allow another mistake to come through. And we see the Alexei. I'm just watching if there's any concertining, but it's actually Ty that's actually closing right up on these two. Different cars for sure.
Yeah, Bishop's just fallen off it a little bit. He couldn't quite stay with Ty, so he's lost a little bit of ground there. But obviously Ty's trying to close up, and King, these guys are going to Constantina a little bit there, and no more meat in the sandwich at the moment.
I'm thinking the I can actually close up early on, but as you've seen with the Lexuses, when they get to like 3/4 down the straight to nearing the end of the straight, they just start pulling away from the Nissan. So it'll be quite interesting if Ty can actually get through. I think he's faster, even though these guys are battling. I think he's faster, but once he gets through, I don't know if he'll be able to maintain it. There's not much of a gap here, to be perfectly honest. They've got Johnson, Purdon, Reinhardt, King, Ty, Bishop, Price Davies, Bill's not too that far behind, and then we've got Hayes and Luty further 10 seconds back. So that crew, pretty tight. You go off, you're going to lose like 3 or 4 spots. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars. And with Hayes with the pen in there, unfortunately, the police Nissan car.
Hayes has got the pen there. Look, we're just under 30 minutes to go now, so we've got 29.5 minutes to go. This is was there a bit of a slide there for Johnson? I think there was from the back of the end. Tyres are going to start to feel the pinch now, especially with the heat.
Well, here we go. King was having... Oh, there's a yellow flag and second Lesmo. King's having a look. getting through. That's a position change.
Oh, a bit of a wobble there, a bit on throttle wobble there, but he's still close enough to get the slipstream. It'll all come down to who's got the lower wing here, but obviously Lexus on Lexus in the straight, you definitely got to get a very good run and be a lot closer.
Oh, he's got
We know King's pretty good. I don't think he's close enough to go for that. Not close enough.
Oh, watch this, watch this. Oh, he chickened out.
Yeah, no worries,
What
Mr.
do I know?
Doom.
What do I know?
Mate,
That's smart. You let it up.
I only know one bloke who's dooming on the brakes that tries to take a little bit more liberties, and it was a Porsche Silverstone against our team in an Enduro, right? So don't start.
Hey, not my fault if your teammate breaks early for a corner that doesn't need braking.
Hey, haven't you heard of slow in, fast out? And I was commentating that stage too, and I lost my breath. What are you doing?
I remember listening to that. That was so funny. I wet my pants then. I thought I was dead. I really, really did.
You thought you were dead. I thought you wiped that car out, but no. The skill that you've got is fantastic, and you were able to avoid it all. There you go.
Thank you. And reciprocal compliment. And over the past year, George, I've noticed your pace severely. Severely? That's the wrong word. Has significantly, that's the one I'm looking for, improved. So yes.
Oh, that's harsh by the pit reporters just giving me
no one heard that insult.
Gave me a spray and a half. Yeah, no one can hear it. Thank God for that.
No one can hear you scream when you're crying, right?
Look, he's got a very good run. King's got a very good run now. Right, let's see, he's trying on the inside. Is he going to block the inside line? Yes, he needs to, but King's definitely going to run out of track if he maintains that. I'd be moved a bit more across. Oh,
go down the side.
That's it.
There we go.
Protect that line, son. Protect that line. Oh, King, look at him under brakes. Don't tap. Give track with and yes, he's done it. Great move by King. Great move. That allows Ty to catch up now. Can Reinhardt get a run on King to go into turn 4 and 5? I don't believe so. Oh, a bit of a run there. No, that might be just the physics.
Oh, he's going to quickly.
No, not happening.
Oh, it's lock up from Ty. He's got on the grass and missed him. Oh, that was super close there. Oh, got caught out by just a little bit of different braking by having a different car in front. Good move to miss.
Did I see a bit of brake lock up there?
I'll definitely do it. Definitely
do, you reckon? Oh, motor clipped inside, dude. That's what caused him to go. Yeah. Now, can he put some pressure on King to see if King can make some mistakes? But looks like he had the pace so fast, and looks like he's starting to pull away, coming into a scurry. Can he get through here nice and clean? It's going to see who's protected the tyres a little bit better. Mind you, a shout out for King. He did get spun on turn 1, dropped out of the top 10, and he's back into 6th. Fantastic drive from King at the moment, if I'm not mistaken.
Excellent.
Yeah, and, very good drive.
The action's hotting up like the weather. It's back to full sun, but the track temperature's staying at 35 at the moment, so keeping an eye on that. The variable weather is really kicking on. Thank you, Kunos.
Yeah, the variable is.
It's Kunos. It's Kunos, all right?
Kunos, we said Kunos, calm down.
Good. Yeah. So Club 50 was all wet. It was medium rain the whole time. I don't recall what it was in quali, but in the race it was medium. Oh, geez, that's very close there by King. Reinhardt on King. They would have stretched away, these two, which I probably thought of what they would have done from Ty.
Ty's back in there again, yeah?
He got caught up at a braking in the previous lap, but he's a little bit further back this time, so see if he... No one's defending. No, just car positioning. Ty's taking it easy, staying nice and close, waiting for any mistakes. Ooh, excellent lines these guys to take. Driving really close, and especially being in the middle. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. You got to be fast enough to keep the guy under pressure so you won't make a pass, but not make a mistake to let the guy behind. So you've got to do two things. Where Ty's easy, it's just attack.
It's gone super wide. That's going to compromise him coming out of. It's Moss too. No, this could hurt him.
He'll be fine.
Oh, he's going to need
Take
to
him a minute.
protect. He's going to need to protect. He's looking at
You're being teased.
Oh, no, he did good.
Fine. Perfectly fine. Now watch
What
the
would
exit.
I know? I can't even pronounce the names right.
Oh, Ty went so wide. I think he kicked a bit of dirt, but it hasn't hurt him. He's going to have a look under brakes into not Ascari. I'm doing you now. Curva Parabolica. Oh, was it? Reinhardt getting a bit drifty there?
Maybe. Yeah. At least I might get the pronunciations wrong, but at least I call the right corner, right? All right, so don't go begging me. Oh,
Speaking of bagging, there's no parachute on that car for Ty to get slipstream into, but under braking, the concertina effect. Really, hello.
It's gone a bit wide. That's going to hurt him a bit. Tom might be able to get around. And look who's coming up the rear there. The old Bishwad, he's coming through as well. Yeah, he wants to catch it. He wants a bit of action.
Where do you get his names from, Bishwad?
Bishwad? Yeah, he's called the Bishwad. Don't you worry about that. His nickname is actually Pope. Because
not the priest.
No, because his surname is Bishop Pope. In line there. I've got some stories about him, but I can't tell you because if I do, I'll give you one
PG.
fact about
PG.
Sorry.
I was going to say, just keep it PG.
No, it's definitely PG. Definitely PG. 100% PG. And he can verify this as well. He and I, obviously, we do a bit of racing outside of, obviously, sim racing. We do a bit of RC racing. And like tonight, I do bag him a fair bit. And he has actually got a book in there. And every time I bag him, he puts me down in the book. He reckons he's in the version 2 of the book.
Oh my God. There's a volume 2.
There's a volume 2. That's how much I bag him.
It's like, what's the font, like 8?
He knows I'm there for him. But it's the only way I can fire him up sometimes. So, but looking up let's go. Well, these guys are still battling. Got a bit of Lucas. Obviously, he's pulled a 7.8 second gap on Johnson. Aiden's obviously fallen back by another 4 seconds there, and then you got L Johnson there, who's another 10 seconds behind that. So those guys have sort of pulled away, and actually they've all pulled away from each other. They're just trying to keep it nice and clean and all that. And further down the grid, you can see that Jaden, he was 0.2 behind Oliver. He's close enough that potentially he could make a move going into turn 1 once they get to there as well. So, and Monks, he's actually closed up onto Jaden as well. It's going to be interesting down there.
Oh yeah, that progressed. I was thinking they probably will tap around about P10, so this is a little bit earlier than what I thought. And these are really, really fast times. We've lost someone in that group. Vintner.
Or Jay's
Ben Vintner. No, we lost. That's Vertigo. We lost Ben
Vertigo,
Vintner.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah, because I was going to make a comment about Vintner doing both LNU and ATC, which is really difficult to swap between sims. He's gone. Oh well. Good luck. Yeah, because I'm noticing also Spenceley as well. He's moved up 2 places. He's doing very well. He's gained 2, but I don't think he's actually overtaken anybody. Interesting. John's doing all right. He's had an awful, was it lap 2? Got absolutely clobbered. He's racing in P23 for car 23. Doing good recovery that one. Ben Piper, he qualified pretty well. I'm just having a quick summary. Ben had a pretty good quality, didn't he? Was he? Sorry, this is really poor commentating for me. P18 for Ben Piper. So P22, yeah, roughly the same. All right, I'll go through the top 10 in quali, and you have a look and see how they've gone through in the race. So we had Keats, Johnson, Squires, Manscow, Purdom, King, Nicholson, Reinhardt, and Billet were our top 10. and Stephen Ty for 11, and Bishop for 12.
We know Nicholson and Mansfield, they both had some instances there that dropped them out.
Did some action happen? We got Lupti having a look on Oliver, getting pretty close. Yeah, Nicholson's missing, as someone was saying in
yeah, he had that incident in turn 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he had a pen too. He didn't pit, did he? No. I don't think no one's had a race pit, right? Yeah. Oh, maybe he did pit then. Ooh, interesting. 2 laps down. Okay.
Yeah, he's cleared his pen, so he's come in as well, yeah.
He's had a moment and, yeah, pitted and repaired and gone again, which means you take the pen. Did we see Benefit down the bottom there at all? I wasn't specifically looking. Okay, no Benny. Yeah, I must have a big issue. As we watch Luke D. Rondinella keep driving through Ascari, trying to keep Monks behind, these two earlier on were nose to tail. Half an hour later, back to nose to tail. So this will be another interesting one, the tyre management. So we'll see if Rondinella or Monks has maintained a tyre. I think Monks had a harder time maintaining tyres. And we have got Josh as well going back. Yeah, remember Josh had to wait at first chicane because he got turned around. He's having a good drive back as well.
He's having a good drive back as well. Now, quickly, we've got a quick scene. Have you got any facts? Come on, I know you have.
I spent all of 30 seconds doing this. Right. So the first one was the track was built in. Oh god, I clicked off it. What did I do that for?
19.
It was 110 days. It was built. That would have been the first oval. Now the reason why the banking, the thought for the banking. So it's not an airfield, but it's aeronautical related. So when the plane flies, it banks to turn around. Damn you, Glenn! Stop interrupting. So the plane banks, it turns at like a certain degree to fly on the side as we're looking at King Lord.
He's putting a little bit of pressure there on the PG car. Can he close up his point 2? He should get a pretty good run here. Allow him to go into the Parabolica, and hopefully if he can get the drive in and out, maybe the tyres on... Oh, he's gone to white line. He's trying to get the run in. Oh, I think he's got the run here. I believe he's got the run. A bit of what? No, he's definitely got the run. He can he protect this guy?
Yeah, just drive around.
This is definitely going to run in. Just hold it. Don't move across, son. Oh, put him into the grass. Put pressure on him. No, I would have put him into the grass.
You still the
We know King's good under the brakes here.
Oh, he's going to get that.
Oh, a little bit of rubbing. It's good. Oh, great move. Great move. That's going to put him under pressure now too. Rhino will be able to get a bit of a run going into Roger. Oh, here we go.
Hello. Again, another one.
Looped it onto Oliver. Under braking. Here he goes. And Monks closed up, but I was able to pull it up and turn it in and turn out. And that's it.
Oh, but it's
job done. He's gone. He's out of here.
But Vettiger's going to have a go now. Josh Vettiger is going to have a go on Monks. Because that Mercedes is still pretty quick.
Well, there's a bit of flashing lights there, I think.
No, that is the sparkles that the Kunos does. There we go. Just have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, bit of pressure there. I think that was a...
Oh, hang on. He's got a run coming out. He's got a run. He's on the inside. Can he launch it? Yes, he does. Puts a bit of pressure on. Can Monks fight it back? Going into Lesmo 2? No.
Sweet move. That was a sweet move.
Very, very good.
Now, we've got Vettiger now to defend against Monks. Now Monks has a chance to have a look at entry to Ascari. I think it's a bit too far behind. I don't think it's getting under the braking overlap. No, stays in the single file. Wow. I think the reverse commentator curse has just happened now. I'll tell my story. It's very interesting, really science-based. Super interesting, I swear. And these drivers just make it really super exciting. So I got a driver curse. Unbelievable. You guys. He's throwing a carry out again, better go on Oliver. They have a look, but it's put him offline a little bit, so that's going to give Monks potentially a little look. But with this train here, they're all going to have a massive slipstream from Lipdy leading the pack.
I believe that Alexis is going to overtake
Oliver.
the McLaren going down the straight here.
Yep, just like last time.
Can he go good under brakes?
Pull him out.
No, Jane's pretty good under brakes. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, he's thought about it. Oh,
Bit cautious.
oh, how close does Muggs get behind?
I know. Under the wing. Under the wing, I reckon.
Under the
Absolutely.
wing,
No problem. Misses a miss, right?
Yeah, miss it, mate. No, that's controlled. 100% controlled. He got very close. He's trying to put pressure on Vedica there and see if he can make a mistake. Maybe lift and be concerned.
Track tip is going up a degree. No rain.
None.
Just,
Mine's actually taken off. Now it's leaving Reinhardt, Ty, and Andy to see if they can put some pressure on Prim.
Yep, actually, Ryan, yeah, he pulled out 0.3 in that last sector. So, yeah, you are right. He's pulling out those.
Oh, Ty made a mistake. Would allow Andy to get a bit of a run on him. He went onto the dirt.
They'll teach me for looking away.
Oh,
So we got Ty on the Lexus. So Ty needs to get really super close to get a slipstream, so the car will run out of steam as it gets near the end. Oh, here we go. Better go on Oliver. Here we go. So better go on the outside. You have to brake deep and not slide and get a better run, but it's going to be marbles out there. Oh, it's gone deep. Has he gone too deep?
he has. He has. He's got a bit deep now. It's going to be side by side running down there. How is the Mercedes in a straight line compared
Get that slow
to
bar.
the Lexi?
Oh my god.
Oh no, you can just see
away.
the Lexi. Oh, he needs a slipstream to stay.
Oh, slipstream. Here we go. He's got the slipstream. Oh, he's
Under
gonna run the brake.
braking. Can he do it? He's going to send it. Yes, he has. Protect it. Yeah, a bit of a lift off the brakes there just to give a bit more of a run. Does this mean to get the overrun on Monks on? No. Just went a bit too wide there. That hurt him a little bit. Oof.
Surprised forward couldn't get that extra, get closer. But then there was a massive slipstream that Vedica got on the Lexus, which is quite. Oh yeah, Lexus having another look back. Is he going to have a look? No, a little bit conservative, which is good. You don't want to ruin it. All 12 minutes to go, 11 minutes to go. So we've still got what, 8-9 laps to go in this race. It's pretty close. So at the front, as we quickly do a recap, so you have Johnston. No, that's not Johnson. Thank you. Keys on Johnston, Squires, Johnston, King is stretched out on Purdom, only by a little bit. Reinhard, Ty, Bishop, Hayes, Billet, all very close together. Then we have Price, Davies, Lupti in P13, Vedica, Oliver, and Monks in P16. And here we go.
Can they get a bit of a run?
Oh, Reinhard on Purdom. There we go. So the plan's going to be really good on the exit because it's got the arrow, right?
Yeah. I think
But then
Prim was
Lexus-
going to be in trouble here with Alexis, I think. Yeah, look at this. And we know that the McLaren's braking is probably not as good as most cars. It's probably got the worst brakes out of everybody. Oh, bit of a squeeze there. Let's see what happens. Going under braking, turning.
And Ty as well.
Oh, look at Andy. Andy's, he's trying to get in there as well. Great racing by all three of them. Four of them, I should say. Oof, that was
All the one
exciting.
frame. It's still going. So Richard's going to have a quick look on Ty because Ty's going to run out of legs. And then just having a look. Is it just a pressure look? I don't think he's making a big effort. Just making sure he knows he's there. Oh, a little bit of braking there on the curve, a little bit of wiggling on the car. Ty's super close. He needs to stay super close through the next two leftmost corner. But I don't think. How's he going to do this?
I think his best chance is obviously getting a good run going down the front straight. The McLaren in the middle sector is very good, but it's definitely the front straight. If he can get into the Parabolica better, and get a bit of a drive, he will get that drag because it is a very long straight there to allow him to. I believe he could do it. He's just got to get a very good run.
Ooh.
Let's see what happens. Look at the other two behind him, actually. Yeah.
Reinhardt's gone deep a bit wobbly. This could be it. This is
Put the loud tyre back in.
Hmm.
Let's see what happens going into the parallel. He's going to try to get the good run in. A bit wide again. Yep. Oh, a bit of a squirm and a wiggle there. That allowed tyre to get in front of him. Now it's a straight drag race, but we know that Nissan's very, very good in a straight line as well. Once it clicks into fourth gear, it just keeps on pulling.
Here we go. Oh, that's so close. Half a length now. Half a length
Look at
stretch.
Lexus, my God. Oh, it's come across. And the Bishop's
It's
there.
compromised. The braking's gone good. Bishop's gone well. Oh, that's a better. Oh, it's gone deep again. Is it going to allow Ty to get? Well, Ty's going to have a run here. His Ty's going to stay really, really tight on the Curva Grande, and then I think he's going to have probably a potential overtake on the inside for the second chicane. It's going to be really tight. Okay, he's gone really wide. The opposite. So it's going to go around the outside. Here we go. Around the outside, like the Buffalo Girls. Nose in front.
Oh, that's and it allowed Andy to get through there just a little bit, and also Hayes.
Hayes is coming
Hayes
through.
as well.
Well, this is going to be interesting because that's very similar to the Purdue incident earlier.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'll leave that one up to the shorts to make the. But that's going to be hard to put give that position back, especially with a couple of other. What a. Yes.
But that was really. Yes, the Nissan Lexus car. Where's Porsche car? Yeah, there it is. Down 18.
It's the rice burners against each other here. The rice burners against each other. Who can come out on top?
Oh, that's brilliant. I like that. Nissan Lexus.
Nissan or the Lexus / Toyota?
Yeah, Nissan Lexus. Nissan. Far out, you guys are great.
And he's trying to take the water line there. Sometimes that water line out there doesn't give you the best run. It's definitely start out wide, come in tight, and just power out. You tend to score a fair bit out there.
Look how he's closing. He's going to be beside him in the braking zone. That's insane. He is too.
And he's pretty good in the brakes, but he's going to get in there. Can he get closer? No. Yes. Oh. This is going to go. This is going to get juicy.
Oh, Hayes is getting involved now. We just allowed Reinhardt. He's not going to be too far. Oh, God.
Be clean, Hayes. Be clean. You got a pen there. Don't make it too bad. Andy, can he think about under brakes again? No. Ty's gotten in there. Hayes is just tucked in behind Andy. It's got to be clean. You can't make any mistakes here. Andy's sideways sliding, and that's... Ooh, look who's coming from behind. The old Phillips tightening up. He goes, I want a bit of this action as well.
No, Phillips, sorry. One mistake. Phillips joined the pack.
Yes.
So just battling some of our Purdue to lead in front. So we have the McLaren, Nissan, Lexus, Nissan, can't read that. Lexus and another Nissan. All right. You're right. It's a racer party. Who's got the neons? Whose car has been lowered the most with the best neons?
And it's got the big doof in it.
Nice at the inside the curve. How many spots? None.
Yes, that not lose any time there. No.
Increased apex speed. That's what it was.
Oh, and he's on the outside. It's going to hurt him a little bit out that wide. As I said, that wide line doesn't... Oh, but he's going to get the run. He's got the power, give the room, and it's going to be a straight drag down. We know that the Lexus is pretty good in a straight line. Let's see what happens here. I think Andy might have this. Hold your line, son. Hold your line. Fight hard.
Watch Reinhardt in the black.
Hayes, yes.
He's taking discretion, but Hayes is having a look. Oh, that's pretty close to a bump.
Oh.
5 cars now. This is very awesome. And the Ferrari of Bryce Davies is actually catching this pack. Yeah, you look at that. 4 minutes, 44 seconds to go. No rain on the horizon. Everyone's tyres are dying and screaming. The track is back to 36 degrees. Battle of the fittest for sure. These drivers will be sweating their guts out. So we have Ty is just a little tiny bit behind Bishop now. Bishop's managed to stretch it out. Ty's actually going to defend now against Hayes. And both of these have stretched a small gap on Reinhardt. So it's the actual over? Surely not. Stay tuned for lap 31.
Obviously coming out of turn 1, turn 2, Filio, it allowed a little bit of a gap for everyone to break out a bit, but then obviously it looks like Reinhardt's back on it again. He's just pulled, obviously Kyle must have made a bit of a mistake there to fall back to 1.2 behind Reinhardt. Can Ty keep it on the dirt? Hang on, this is giving a bit of rope for Hayes as well now.
Yeah.
So potentially the same thing. Nice and wide, get the run coming out. Is the tyres on that Nissan starting to go off? Maybe.
Whoa, bit of a drift there, potentially. Very close to the end of the race. These tyres are literally will be. I reckon it's like, is it puncher zone now? Is it? They haven't worn that much tyres, probably not. What's the lap time? 1 minute 48 something. Okay, he's doing close to his best laps.
Yeah, I don't think you get too many punches on this track. You're going to be doing something severely bad to get a puncher on this track.
I do recall getting one in the wet. We tried to double stint our wet tyres to make a spot. It worked for a little while until it popped.
Of course you've got a puncher on this track. Bloody hell. That's a Porsche. It's a Porsche.
It was a crazy wet race. But these guys are going good. It's like, Bishop has done really well. He was at the back of this pack and he's driven all the way through. So that's an excellent drive for Bishop. And then from what I can tell, there was a bump. Who was it? No, it was Ty. Ty who bumped Ryan. That's right. So I think Bishop got through accordingly.
Hang on a minute. There's a bit of a shaker remover though. King's in fourth. He's overtaken Johnson.
Ooh la la. By a lot.
Yeah.
Johnson's had an off. Sure.
He must have had an off or he's made a bit of a... Yeah, definitely made a bit of a mistake.
Interesting. And there was a drive-through as well. We saw just for the bottom of the list there. Probably track limits, I'd say, for that one.
Ty's fighting back on Andy here. He's trying to close it up again.
These guys! Limits? What limits? I have speed tokens to spare.
We know the Nissan's got a bit of ride height underneath it. We can go...
Rally across anybody? If they brought their Nordisch suspension stuff, the extra ride height, I can drive over anything. Or is it Parastacker set up?
Yeah, well, Ty's going to put a bit of pressure on Andy now, and he's only 0.4 behind him, so he's definitely in the slipstream there.
And Reinhardt, well, because this has allowed Hayes falling back a little bit. This has allowed Reinhardt to have... Is he beside him? Surely not. Oh, so close.
I just had a bit of a message come through going, all skill on that pass. I'm going to throw it out there, mate. I reckon it was the Timu keyboard pushing the F14. That's what I reckon it is. Smash that F14.
Better than an Alt F4.
So Ty's going to start putting a little bit more pressure on Andy. Let's see if Andy can handle the pressure. I mean, obviously he's capitalised with a few of the guys fighting up the top there and good driving from all of them to get through nice and clean. Hayes is there. Here we go. This is the... Ryan and Johnson. What happened here? This must be the all skill.
Here we go.
Around the outside.
Bazinga.
Yeah, and he's going to get the drive. Yeah, the Lexus on the drive. Yeah, there's the skill. Smash that F14. Smash it. He's pumping it.
That's a good drag race. He's going to pull. It's about here, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. He starts pulling out a car length. Far out, man.
And we know that Ryan's very, very good on the brakes, and he's just, we know that Ryan's very, very good on the brakes. I don't know how he does. He's got the same bloody pedals as me, and he's dynamite on the brakes. So, yes, all right, that's skill. There you go. I'm a dud.
You taught him well. Take that compliment.
I didn't teach him anything.
Oh, really?
No, mate, if I taught him, he'd be down in 20th.
Well, he's doing very well then.
He's doing very well. He's not listening to me.
Yeah. Well, should reverse it around. Last lap. Time has kicked off. Where's our leader? Heading down nearly near Ascari. So he's leading the race. Very uneventful at the front from Keys, Johnson and Squires. So that'll be coming through pretty cleanly. Although Keys has come up to some blue flag cars. So He's got room to slow down, just finish behind him, or will he make a move? We're looking at here now, Vediga and Rondinella. Not exactly happening there. Luty's got a bit of space in front, so he's not going to get held up. Monk's not that far behind this pack by, ooh, actually more than what I thought. It's like, what, 6 seconds? 7 seconds? And Lucas Keys coming through for the win. I think he's backed off to not take any risks with the blue flag cars. Crossing the line now.
Well done, Lucas. Well done.
Flag to flag win. Patrick Johnson in the first orange car, lapping, I think that's
red, yeah.
Looks like Keys has already left the service. That's Johnson because he's going to the next race, which is starting very soon. So Patrick Johnson is actually P2. Squires will be P3. Squires had a really excellent turn 1, and that's what brought him. Oh, don't slide out, please. That would be a bad time to do it.
There you go.
There you go. No more grip left, Squires.
Oh,
and Keegan Johnson.
Yep.
That's a blue flag. That's a blue flag.
That's a blue flag.
So, yeah, it's a blue flag if Lucky, well, oh no, Lucky Luke, Flicky Lukey. Purdom, excellent drive pro-am, P5, not too far behind. And we got Bishop type, Zing, Hayes, Reinhardt, finishing very close together, and Billet's gone through. How much more longer for Price Davies? Not much more. Wow, that top 10 was pretty tight together, that second part. And then waiting for Luke Dion. I was just imagining the Minardi incident from, when was that, 1992? Where it flipped. Monk's finishing P15. A little bit more behind. We'll have Stevenson. Joe Spenceley, if we actually are plus ones, be finishing P18. Atanyake still yet to come through. Then we'll a little bit more of a gap. That's Atanyake coming through in P19. Good race, Joe. But looks like you stayed out of trouble, and that's super important. And here's Nicholson. Excellent. Glad you managed to finish, mate. You had a rough one. P23, 24. Wow. And one last car number 175, which is Ash Vediga. In the line. And that's it. That was partially quiet race, partially extremely exciting race.
Yeah, there's some great overtaking there. Great skill shown by everybody. Here's the standings. So.
Because has it gone funny because Keys left early? Yeah,
potentially could. I think a few of them are going to jump out because they're all jumping over to
iRacing. Anyhow, thank you everyone for joining us. I'll jump in quickly. I will say that my driver of the day would actually be Bishop. I thought he drove really, really well to get past those 4 cars. I know there was the Pro-Am driver, forgot the name already, sorry, my mate, who did really Purdom. I think Purdom did a good race.
Yep.
Purdom had a very good race, but I think Bishop was more of a standout. So.
My driver of the day would be Ryan because he did get turned around into turn 1. He would have dropped a few spots and fought it all the way back to finish 4th, so I think he's done very, very well. So my driver of the day would definitely be Ryan.
Rain, finally!
Finally, it's raining. There we go.
Free practice too. Yeah, and it's only a small amount. Thank you, Kunos. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, George. Everybody. Thank you, Thermaltake.
Yeah, thank you, and stay tuned for... Be back in 3 minutes for the next race.
Which is iRacing.
iRacing.
and welcome to tonight's Wednesday night iRacing. Tonight we are at the good old Charlotte ROVAL, and I'm joined by the very lovely Cameron.
Yes, here at lovely North Carolina, while things actually look quite dark and dingy, potentially out there for the Charlotte Speedway ROVAL. Yeah, a little bit last minute right now, but looking forward to watching this one. Completely new for me, and potentially going to be new for most of others. Of course, we've got Glenn on the cameras as well, and we're joined in the box as well by Josh Holm, who helps run the series for Octane, and oh my goodness, 30 seconds in, I've seen 2 cars in the wall so far, so really stacking up the spare parts repair bill right now, as they're all trying to vie for a lap. So we're just into qualification right now. There's a 50-minute quali for this first race, and then there'll be a reverse grid for the second race. It is a 25-minute race followed by 20, or the other way around probably. I think I got that the wrong way around. But yeah, everyone just looking to get their times done here at Charlotte, and yeah, looking like some quite mixed bags. But looks like Lucas Keys right at the front of the field, just ahead of Ryan Borg in the Lamborghini Hurricane, who's definitely our championship leader for Ryan Borg, doing an excellent job this season. And, looking to just displace Lucas at the top as well, and goes quickest.
I have to join you in the unknown part of this circuit there, Cameron. RAC isn't my specialty, but we all love some racing. We all know racing is racing, and we love it regardless.
Yep, lots of chop and change all the way at the top, and there's lots of a big change when it comes to the top times, already going quicker and quicker. As you can see, the gap is minuscule right now, as Joshua Struick is currently pole man at present, but that is electing to change quite a lot. And not too sure if you're there, Joshua, but was there rain, or potentially is it kind of a drying track? What's going on right now? Because it looked a little bit weird at the start, or have I got that mistaken?
No, you were right. So there was a small chance of rain between sessions and whatnot, so there might be some puddles here or there. It looks like it's fully dried out now, but there could be some potential upset drivers, maybe for the beginning of the race or even the next race, because each time obviously it generates into the next session. There's that small percent chance that something might happen, and then I'll probably have a few messages after the race. So. We'll find out.
Yeah, as our lovely race director Glenn sorts out the stream for us tonight. Certainly going to be an interesting start to this race tonight. We've got a couple pretty fast people already in the top 5. We've already got Lucas Keys coming off a win from Monza just before, and currently sitting just in P2. It's going to be an interesting one tonight.
Yeah, it should be quite interesting. Obviously, we don't really have any barometer on what's going to be good and what's going to be what cars are going to be preferenced. But I think everyone's still relatively new to this track. It's not going to matter right now, and the drivers will make the difference. And of course, we're seeing the usual suspects at the front: Ryan Borg and Lucas Keys, followed by Struick, Smith, Hammond, McAdam as well. So good to see those Mercedes boys a little bit back up the front right now. So everyone's trying to get out the way a little bit and trying to find other ways just to get some clear air right now. Kind of a very short, quick circuit at about 77 seconds for the top times right now. So not a lot of places to find a gap. See Ryan Borg crossing the line, did not improve on his last lap. But yeah, Charlotte Speed ROVAL, I only really know it due to iRacing crash compilations, and I really hope that's not going to be a barometer for us coming into this round. We shall see. And kind of only really known for being a NASCAR Cup racer, as Ryan Borg goes very wide, goes completely off the tracks, and eventually does not go quicker, but thankfully keeps it all in a straight line and gets out of the way. The Mercedes just behind, and looks like he'll set himself up to go around again and quickly get settled back into his rhythm. But yeah, should be interesting to see. I'm kind of dreading the race a little bit. Very unconventional, even as road ovals go, I have to say, Nathan.
Yeah, it's not the greatest of the road oval circuits, I have to say, but it's a nice short lap time. We've got 2 sprint races today, so I'm expecting quite a bit of action, especially in that couple of those top spots there. We've got some very, very well talented drivers in this grid, so I'm expecting hopefully no one pulls any crazy moves and we do end up on those iRacing crash compilations, but I don't want to curse it too early.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, just to say in real life, what they race here is the NASCAR series generally on this current configuration, so even on this road oval. So yeah, it's GT3 is not really something that races here. It has raced in the past, but only really as a one-off special event. So yeah, we're kind of in uncharted territories. This track also, from what I have seen, kind of a bit more of an MX5 track when it comes to iRacing as well, generally. But obviously, you know, this the beauty of the sim, you can do whatever you want right now. But William Morgan shooting way up to the top in the Aston Martin, coming out of nowhere a little bit there, and putting himself up with the bigger drivers right now, especially as a Pro-Am car. It's very, very impressive.
Yeah, it's certainly impressive seeing some of these lower class drivers sticking their nose up in the top of the board. Though we've still got a half of this quality session to go, so I imagine a lot of our top drivers here and probably a lot of everyone else will be just still setting up to get those last final push of a lap going. But it is a pretty simple track, and honestly, I'm getting the same vibe almost as like a Daytona ROVAL kind of thing. I feel like we can almost have a recreation of the Rolex here.
Don't you besmirch the Daytona's name with this travesty of a freaking... This is awful in comparison to this Daytona Speedway. It's a legendary track. Meanwhile, this freaking car park roller coaster Mickey Mouse section in the middle here right now. What are we doing here right now? So yeah, anyway, I have strong opinions that have already emanated right now, and we shall see what happens in the race. There's a little bit of a smaller oval in comparison to Daytona, that's for sure. As Mercedes goes off just ahead of Graham Hill in the Mosaic Motorsport 296. But it looks like he hasn't been flummoxed too much right now and gets it nicely stopped there for turn 7. And going through the whole banking. For some reason, these are 2 corners, this whole banking. You make it make sense. Who knows? But as he goes into the first chicane, I guess you could say it's a little bit like Daytona, where we do have this chicane in the middle of the oval section. But kind of that would be about it. And seeing quite a few cars already glancing the walls here and there. So yeah, not too sure how this one looks like. Graham is going to abort this one.
Yeah, I imagine tonight we'll have a couple cars floating be a little bit closer than they want to with a few of these walls. There's not a lot of runoff around this circuit. Bit unfortunate, but I imagine I'm praying for these drivers to keep it a one piece.
Just say, Joshua Holmes, I think you keep that car fired up, and I wouldn't be turning that engine off anytime soon when it comes to the race, because I think we're going to be seeing appearances from you at this rate, considering some of the cars, how the drivers are going about it in qualifying. I dare say when they're all in the race all together, that's going to be quite a scary coincidence. But John McAdam right now currently net pole position on a 17.399 in the Mercedes. Hopefully maybe able to turn around his season right now as Glory Bradley puts himself at P3 ahead of Ryan Borg and Lucas Keys right now. So looking like pretty even Stevens. But yeah, William Morgan, a real outlier. Kind of missed the last few races in the iRacing Season 2 season, but looks like he's a really come on form and definitely knows his way around here at Charlotte in the Aston Martin. Looking good through turn 7 again. But John McAdam in the Mercedes still top dog right now in the AMG as he comes through into turn 10, 11, and lots of curb on the exit there. Not too sure, but it's a very short run to the line. Looks like he did not improve on that one.
I believe it might be William Morgan's debut, I think, or last race he did with us was the Adelaide 4-hour.
That might be it.
So yeah, that is also why he doesn't have a class yet, because we need his data and all that, and then I'll enter it in. But yeah, so this will be his first race of the season.
Yeah, my apologies. Did remember from something with being the Adelaide 4-hour. the last iRacing Enduro event. But just to highlight quickly, we got the next iRacing Enduro, the Mini Enduro, the 3 hours at Daytona at the end of this month. As Morgan really going wrong, and looks like his session may be over on that one. But yeah, iRacing 3 hour Enduro entries are still open for Saturday, the 30th of May. Drive solo or drive with a teammate, up to you here, but lovely to get that one. I'm excited to go to the actual real proper speedway road oval, not this charlatan of a track.
Yeah, just trashing on the Charlotte Oval here. It seems a bit you're giving it the middle child treatment. You don't really care about it much there, Cameron.
We're getting used to it. Say, I mean, I think it was Sean Muller gave Navarro an absolute hammering. So I think it's Cam's turn to give a track he doesn't like a hammering.
I mean, this could be like another Saudi drone in the middle right now.
I mean, I can't say much either. I'm personally a Paul Ricard hater at the moment, and thankfully glad I wasn't racing it on last night in the academy. Turns out we had a bit of a chaotic one last night. Poor Saxon, the race director, coming back to an absolute chaos that was the race. But I think I might have to start joining you on hating Charlotte now. It's kind of growing on me.
We shall see. I'll be interested to see what racing it does produce. I'm intrigued, silently intrigued, aka pessimistic on the chances for racing. As I said, like it is a very, very unconventional track, but it is going to be the third last round of the season as we go to Road America and Watkins Glen to just, you know, really highlight some actual quality American tracks on the end as we obviously switch, put Daytona between those two as well. So we're gonna get the bad American track out the way. We can put it that way.
We have to do it, but we don't want to. I feel like we're getting that sort of vibe from poor old Charlotte. We love it, but we don't like it.
When you're only known for crash compilations.
It's an unfortunate way to be known in the iRacing community, but I imagine there's some people out there that enjoy the circuit, but we don't know if we want to associate with them.
I bet they like Valencia and ACC.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, God.
But anyway, as we waffle on with our track hatred right now, but John McAdam did secure pole position ahead of William Morgan and Glory Babbitt and Ryan Borg to make up the top four, followed by Lucas Keys and Josh Stewart for the third row as well on this race. So yeah, first race will be 20 minutes, and we'll be interested to see how things go, and the results of this race will make up the qualifying positions for the next race in reverse. No, we're not at Adelaide 4 hour as well. Apologize that. Yeah, well, if you didn't mention it, Glenn, I wouldn't have noticed.
Oh, well, it seems we're all a bit sleep deprived tonight, but hopefully these drivers aren't so much. But,
gotta have the fun. Gotta have fun. Oh, the double file, I imagine, is going to be an absolute mare for that little last chicane just before the line. That's going to be fun.
Hey,
there we go.
There we go.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. John McAdam from Will Morgan.
Sorry,
Yes.
I was going to cut you off, Kev, but yeah, we got John McAdam sitting happily in pole, William Morgan sitting nicely alongside him, Jory Babby and Ryan Borg for the second row. Lucas Keys sitting in P5. I imagine he's probably just still a little bit used to just driving ACC. Might just be a one-off thing, but certainly got a well-rounded grid out for tonight.
Yeah, a few drivers coming over from Split Yellow earlier on tonight from Monza, and we're having to quickly dash off and get into this. Maybe a little bit trial by fire for some of those, but I think everyone's a little bit in the same boat. to a degree. It'll be interesting to see how things get on as well. And do thank you. Shout out again to Thermaltake for a sponsor supporting our series. And obviously we will have LMU WEC tomorrow night, and also Split Red as well as ELMS on Friday, and also Duos this Saturday. So lots on this week, and we'll see how things all work out. Obviously pending commitments right now, but we'll see. Obviously tomorrow we'll definitely be going ahead, but let's get things rolling, as these guys are going to fight to get as much a little tire temperature as they can get in this last short run before they go green. And we did see quite a few drivers coming a little bit undone from cold tires last week around at Bathurst as well. So definitely everyone needs to be a little bit really on it and have a little bit of caution. Granted, we're not at the speeds that we are at Bathurst, have to say, but hopefully John McAdam, who's had a bit of a torrid season when it comes to the races, can turn things around. But William Morgan, and I'm sure Glory Babby, keen to pounce and get back towards Ryan Borg in the championship a bit.
Let's see his. They get around this two-part corner. Still a bit astonished by that, but I know these cold tires and iRacing are pretty abusive to a lot of people, and I'm praying we don't have anything too crazy happen in turn one. But I feel like we'll have to keep an eye out for what could come.
We'll run an ad break over it.
Yeah, we'll just
actually with YouTube these days, I don't think we're going to have any decision in that.
We'll just have to sweep it under the rug. Maybe we'll just put up a replay of the formation lap or something. Make it seem like it's never happened. I feel like we might need to do that. Just see them getting the last bit of temp in the tyres now as we come through the last chicane, shortly closing up to that start line. John McAdam will be leading us.
It's the other chicane.
Oh, is it the other? Oh, see, this is how little I know this track. Oh my days. Mate, it feels like it's a full lap already. Jeez. This track's that short.
Still holding. But yes, I had a quick little watch on this track, and Shane Van Gisbergen won at this time around in the last year's NASCAR Infinity Cup, Burger King, whatever they call it over there, stuff. I don't know NASCAR, quite frankly, but Shane Van Gisbergen won, and that's all I really care. But the lead car has gone in, the Porsche is coming in, and we await potentially the BMW M2 of the safety car to come out, but they will be side by side, and it'll be green potentially already, and it's quite early with jump, and it's definitely caught William Morgan out, definitely for sure, but John McAdam secures first position. Lucas Keys and Ryan Borg fighting up the inside. Ryan Borg wins that battle, but Glory Babby's already going for a spin. P2 in the championship is already round, and it's we're Stewart, and we're going to have an absolute car park with somehow everyone has managed to avoid him, and potentially we're going to avoid a safety car, but I can see a bumper or a wing off. William Morgan's off for a broken front left, completely already stopped at the barrier and gone for a tow as well, so there's been another collision already involved in that. So William Morgan unfortunately not able to capitalize on his pit stop, but Ryan Borg up into P2. John McAdam is still leading from P2. Patrick Johnson somehow has come out of nowhere and up into P3 right now, ahead of Lucas Keys. Graham Hill P5, Dylan Smith up into P6, Peterson Rodriguez P7. Oh my goodness, I'm not too sure what to make out there, but unfortunately Glory Babby looked like he kind of just maybe looped it himself, or maybe have gotten a little bit of assistance, but it looks like no safety car right now. It's still green. Well, currently out there, but everyone all fighting for positions. The two Mercedes there of Dylan Smith and Rodriguez fighting, and also Chris Taylor looking to capitalize in on that, and he's got to get the both of them in that whole process coming down the exit of turn 12 and get past both Mercedes in the Chevrolet Corvette, as those two are still fighting the 22 car Peterson just behind Dylan Smith, and there is the other Porsche of Christian Wells in the same livery as Glory Babby, just recovering. That is not Glory Babby. Glory Babby is still, he's in the pit, and the Mercedes is gone. Oh my goodness. Oh, has Leo Driver potentially been caught up in that as well, but the Mercedes completely off there of Dylan Smith, unfortunately finding the wall.
Jeez, already, and that turn one is taking no prisoners today. That's.
Oh, look at it. Oh, there's another.
Oh, there's another one. Oh, Rondinella looks like just lost it there in the back. Oh, and there's Will Hammond's lost it as well. Oh, this is certainly an interesting one tonight, but see Hammond being able to recover that perfectly, though still losing positions out at the moment. Let's see Hignett just now sliding on through in that Lamborghini perfectly. Now side by side with Archer and the Porsche. Looks like Archer just got the better run, sitting happily on the outside there, going side by side. I feel like we might have a little dive here as we see the other Merc just sitting there casually in the back waiting for something to happen. At this point, almost anything can happen in going into these corners. Let's see now going side by side with the Porsche, just using every bit of that space he can there, but just holding on to it. Doesn't look like he got the best of the run there. Just having to slow him behind the Porsche. Now being unattacked by another one as I see just slowly moving out on the outside. I don't see the names just yet. Let's see now possibly just showing on the Porsche, cutting the chicane. This is interesting here. Regressing that position perfectly, thank you very much, but lost quite a bit of time there at the back. As you see, Archer just diving there. We see we got a bit of a yellow flag. Don't know who that is fully, but as you see Archer now tumbling back the grid. You see he's parked it up there at the exit of turn 1. Oh my days, this is certainly interesting.
That's Patrick Johnson on the wall. The green Porsche at the top of the field, that was on P2, and P3, I apologise, is in the wall, and that is already gone from 0 to 0 for Patrick Johnson, and another one gets relegated back to the pits again. Oh, I don't know, I hate to be smug, but my suspicions have been absolutely affirmed on this track as we get to a replay of Patrick Johnson going through, and the rear just keeps going again. We're seeing so many cars just giving out by themselves, potentially in all of this, and I think it's another case of those iRacing cold tires just being, just catching people out as Glory Babby rejoins the track with his fixed up Porsche. The replay of him, and he's not getting involved in all of that. He's just gonna sit. It's like he's not too bothered. But no, Glory Babby did not crash again. He just elected to wait and let the field go smartly as well. So the replay here. I mean, it's Dylan Smith in the orangey cream coloured front Mercedes and just loses it on the braking on the rear and fires it into the wall, and it does hit Leo Dryer a little bit, but it looks like Leo got away with it somewhat, and everyone else does a good job to avoid him. But unfortunately for Dylan Smith, another one sent to the scrap heap, and that was Glory Babby spinning, and Joshua Stewart was caught up in that. The Castrol Porsche fired into the wall, and that car was unfortunately another one sent back to the pits as well. Oh dear, but quite incredible that only just one car got caught up in that, but it is still John McAdam right now with the Porsche there, or Patrick Johnson still in the pits. As I said, reverse grid race, so you can still go out there and potentially have a good second race, but at the front right now, John McAdam really starting to come under pressure a little bit from Brian Bork in the Lamborghini, not too far behind them as well, as they both fire it through the 10, 11 and 12 chicane and running it back onto the final part of the track into this last chicane before to cross the start finish line, taking lots of entry curve there, but still very awkward for these guys. But oh my goodness as well. Just to explain the yellow squares next to the names, that denotes a slowdown penalty. If anyone is new to iRacing, it's not a yellow flag. It just means that that car has cut the course and has to give up an allotted time gained unless they get a penalty.
Yeah, certainly educating me there, but geez, I think we were praying for the best tonight, but it's certainly given us otherwise, I have to say. But good on John McAdam there, holding on to that lead very nicely. As we see Christian Wells now under pressure from Leo Dreyer in that McLaren, going up on the inside, soothing past him, because it looks like Christian Wells just maybe not getting the better exit out of there, going a touch wide, setting himself up for a bit of a better line as we now go on to the two-part corner, as I think we should call it, the two-part corner. But doesn't look like he got the best run out of that with that Porsche, but he might be catching up a little bit here as we go into this back chicane with Leo Dreyer just happily cruising along as we now cut to Benjamin Hignett and Robert Brickley in the BMW and the Lamborghini. Looks like Hignett might just be setting himself up, but I think he might have just been weaving through all the damage and everything just before, because it looks like he's got a little bit of damage on that front bar.
little bit as well. And iRacing is definitely a lot more punishing when it comes to damage. Very easy to bend a track rod out there with just a small glance on the wall, and it doesn't hold your hand like ACC does. But yeah, Ben Hignett just trying to survive like most of these guys right now. Everyone's a bigger, has gained a lot so far. As Ryan Borg has already sent one on the Mercedes of John McAdam potentially, but it's still side by side. And Ryan Borg's missing his rear bumper. There's definitely something being involved in all of that potentially. Is that going to affect Ryan Borg's pace right now, or is it just iRacing cosmetic damage desync? As Ben Hignett has gone and spun in the background, and unfortunately he falls down the field right now. But what has happened to our leaders? Ryan Borg is ahead, albeit with some potential damage on the rear. So as they come in together, potentially between the two, we shall hopefully find out soon. But hopefully Ryan Borg is able to steer that thing no problem right now. It looks like he is doing a good job. iRacing sometimes does desync with damage a little bit, so we tend to see a little bit more damage than intended. So we got a replay here. So it's John McAdam ahead. Sorry to cut you off. So he's gone into the chicane. Looks all okay so far as they cross the line, and the run now down to turn 1. Not too sure what's
I think it's Hammond and Berry, so they identical liveries, but the exact same teammates facing each other.
Oh, there we go. I didn't even look at the names. The two guys with the same liveries had to go fighting, and so that's what happened to those two. At least we find out on that front. Oh, that's live. That wasn't a replay of those two.
This is getting confusing for us poor commentators here at this point. Let's see. So, are we with Will Hammond at the moment?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. This has certainly made it interesting for us.
I was so caught up in things, I didn't even think to check the two. But yes, right now it is A-okay for these two right now. Ryan Borg does not have damage, and John McAdam still has the lead. It's just their teammates really sending us on that one, but I have to say. But Nathan, we could breathe a moment potentially as things go on, as they come back to these guys right now. So it looks like that Mercedes a little bit wounded, to say the least. Losing a position there to the upper Mercedes of Craig Busk in the white and blue Mercedes, just getting ahead as well, and the BMW just behind him with Neil Hughes. So looks like that Mamba yellow AMG is definitely nursing some damage. And he's gone to the
pits. I think he's realized how bad it is. He's tried to nurse it, but it's just going to end up doing him more harm around this track. We've already seen it take multiple prisoners in these first few laps already. We're only just halfway through the first of 2 races tonight, and we've already got quite a bit of action. Just saying, a little bit of action, just a little bit of scary for us commentators. We were quite worried we were going to have a multi-car pile-up in the lead.
Yes, definitely. I mean, we kind of did get a little bit. We kind of got run the middle of the dice right now, but it's a big fight right now for P4 all the way to P8, as it is Graham Hill in the purple and silver Ferrari that heads them all ahead of the Corvette of Chris Taylor and Peterson Rodriguez in the pink AMG just behind him, and followed up by Leo Dreyer in the McLaren just behind him to pick up any scraps of the Mercedes of Rodriguez. Looking pretty good for the Prime. Looks to the inside up to Chris Taylor, and Chris Taylor has to send it on. I'm not too sure if he meant to send it on Graham Hill, but thankfully Graham sees him coming and gives Chase just enough space. But the Mercedes has got the crisscross back underneath on the Corvette up into turn 1 right now, and is unable to get it done as Chris Taylor holds it around the outside and retains his position. So no gains from any of these drivers right now, but they're still heating up for a potential overall P4 for all these drivers, as Chris Taylor goes a little bit wide there, but he's not going to lose out potentially. The Mercedes still hovering on the inside, and he's got Leo Dreyer all over the back of him in the McLaren as they all run through this tight and twisty section of the internal road oval through turn 6 and the tight turn 7 right now. No one getting so much. Leo Dreyer a little bit squiggly there on the exit, not getting the best exit right now, but Chris Taylor looking to have another attack there on the Ferrari, but the AMG's got really good punch on the straight right now, Nathan.
Certainly going to be an interesting battle here. We've got 5 cars already And we've got Peter Rodriguez just hunting the back of that Corvette. He's hungry for it. He's had a look. He's had a taste. And he's hungry for that position.
Indeed, as well as Kristen and Wells joining this field as well. The five-way battle with a white Porsche at the back as well. So any small scuffle between these guys is going to result. And Graham Hill cutting too much there on the inside of that corner. I thought it was a little bit egregious with that one, and does have a slowdown penalty. But right now he can potentially use it in a way that he is not going to lose a position. He still needs to serve it up, so you still see that yellow box next to his name. As soon as that goes away, it means he has given up the time allotted. If he doesn't do that in 30 seconds, he is going to lose a position. As I'm seeing the front two are also fighting between the two, temporarily going still back to the way of John McAdam, but on the timing board it did switch between the two, so it's definitely a bit of a fight between those two drivers right now. And Lucas Key still just behind him by 6/10 as well, so it's all a big fight between these guys right now as they come into, and they're going to catch by a blue flag car without a rear wing as well. But Graham Hill looks potentially has gone wide somewhere, and Chris Taylor's automatically gone through as they run through the backside of the oval right now and into the first chicane of this lap. But Graham Hill, the first to falter right now, and it's going to have a lot of pressure of the pink AMG or Peterson Rodriguez right now as they run through the second part of the banking, going onto the side finish straight. Peterson looking around the outside right now, but it is a longer distance around the outside, but he does have that extra seat, and it will potentially give him the inside. He looks to the inside, but he doesn't get it stopped. They both don't get it stopped. The Graham Hill does cut it as well as this one, and Leo Dre is potentially going to capitalize on both of them as Graham Hill gives up a lot of time. He has to serve a big jump right now as Leo and the Mercedes still going through, but Leo's going to come out on top in the McLaren ahead of the Mercedes. Both of those guys fighting tooth and nail, and ultimately both losing out between those ones. Christian Wells also ahead there of Graham Hill right now, but Leo Dry the big winner in all of that one. But right now we come back to the lead, and Ryan Borg has taken the lead for real this time as well, and Lucas Keys has gone ahead of John McAdam as well, as Glenn Al, the director, is having to look here, there and everywhere right now. He's got all so much to find right now, but Ryan is taking the lead. Oh my goodness gracious.
I believe it was a turn 1, lap 11 is when that happened between the top three. It was all in one move.
Jeez, we've certainly got quite a bit of chaos going around there. Poor Glenn needing an extra set of hands there in the booth, it seems like. Just trying to get everything spotted here, but I think Ryan Borg might have just gotten a little bit better of a run there on John McAdam. I'm praying we get a bit of a replay there, but we'll find out shortly as we see Lucas Keys is probably going to be clearly hunting the back of that Lamborghini that thankfully has its rear bumper still attached. But poor John McAdam, I think he might have just made a little mistake there, but he's got a lot of work to put in now. Just being just under a second there behind Ryan Borg and having Lucas Keys in front of him.
He's still there, still on the back of these guys, so maybe just compose himself a little bit. It definitely looked like he was under pressure from at least Ryan Borg, but we'll see what he can do against Lucas Keys as well, as Lucas falling back a little bit from Ryan, as Ryan's definitely now can put in some good laps as well in clean air, and let's see what kind of pace he can do. His consistency has been exemplary this whole season right now. Lucas very late onto the brake and catching a lot on this last part into that first chicane, but not getting the exit he would have liked, but definitely closer to the Lamborghini than he was to the AMG beforehand. Right now as we cut to a battle between Neil Hughes and Matthew Berry, the other Lamborghini in the same livery minus its rear bumper that I got mixed up with a few laps ago right now. But definitely Neil Hughes looking a little bit stronger right now, but still all good at the front. But I have to say, we'll cut to a question for Joshua at least right now. Is like, is it kind of the same points for this round, but just split down the halfway for these races?
Yeah, exactly. So it's the exact same points up for grabs for the second race as well. It's just basically half of what a normal 45-minute race is, which yeah, it's a good reason for those who find themselves in the reverse order to still fight for that position. So yeah.
So to cut you off as we cut to the replay, what it looks like happened to McAdam. There's Ryan Borg just going a bit deep and catching that outside, but getting the better run, it looks like. Just hunting the back of that Merc. I'm not sure if we had anything coming to this lead. Oh, as we see, that's how. There we go. That's how Ryan Borg got the lead there. Lucas Keys also capitalising on that perfectly there. It's poor McAdams just losing out 2 positions there in a very treacherous T1 so far tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And Lucas Keys having a little look at turn 1 again on the Ryan Borg, and yeah, definitely showing his true ace as they all ebbing and flowing between these drivers right now. And the Mercedes there, still John McAdam ready to pounce if these guys start having a little bit of a moment. We saw what happened with John McAdam. As soon as you kind of having to get overtaken and go offline, it's so easy for another car to come steaming through and easily capitalize in this race right now. But Ryan Borg still in the lead right now, and only a few the time has flown by as we've only got just over 2 minutes left in this 20-minute race right now as we approach the 18-minute mark. So a couple of more laps in this one, as unfortunately Leo Dry looks like he's lost a couple of positions potentially, but it's still a fight up here at the front as Graham Hill on the back of Christian Wells. But yeah, the McLaren there of the Leo's McLaren looks really wounded. Something that he's had a moment in that one, a big moment potentially with a wall, I would say, as it looked like he's struggling to get that car turned at turn 7 right now. We're not sure if we can find that one in time before this race ends right now. We'll stay with the leaders for the final part. It's still Lucas Keys on the back of Ryan Borg, and a little bit of a squirrely run through the chicane, but got away with it for Ryan. But yeah, we'll see what Lucas is able to do as they go once again into this twisty section right now. A blue flag up ahead. Hopefully it will not impact this battle whatsoever, but the Porsche definitely, with its agility and overall better calm balance, really liking this middle part of this track where all the twisty corners are. Not too surprising for anyone who knows the 911, but the Lamborghini Ryan is still doing a good job right now, and we've seen so far in this section it is really hard to get a move done as Ryan sends it up the inside of that blue flag car that gets offline. Doesn't impact this battle too badly in any way really, and thankfully not able to battle this one. But I imagine the Porsche is not going to do this too many flavors. It's Chris Taylor. It's completely gone into the wall. That is over, completely over for Chris Taylor. That is gone. P4 goes down the drain for Chris Taylor.
That is unfortunate. Curious to see what happened. As we've seen now, is cut to the replay of Ryan Taylor and Peterson. See, Peterson hunting for that position. It looks like it's just tapped him and sent him straight in the wall. That is a murder, if I do say so. He's killed that man's chances right there.
Yeah. That does give P4 for Rodriguez, but I think he's going to be under the magnifying glass of Mitch Hobbs, I imagine, if he is still stewarding and race directing, to say the least. And dare say that is not going to go in his favor. I don't know. Should we get a welfare check actually on Mitch Hobbs from Josh Holmes? I meant to do it early in this race.
Yeah, no comment. I'm with him in TeamSpeak, but yeah. He's doing great.
Oh my goodness, what are we doing here?
I pray for these drivers, as I imagine we have a dad talk of some sorts coming their way between races.
Can you get a dad talk at the track? As one Porsche goes. I mean, that was Christian Wells. That was just ahead of. Oh dear, that was poor Christian Wells who was doing such a good job. So at the last possible minute, a couple of cars in the top 5 were already sent it into the wall, and just like we saw earlier in the race, just got away with him in that turn 2. So that Christian Wells unfortunately goes into the bin, and it is checkered flag round this time around for Ryan Borg as he crosses the line to take the win of the first half of this this round here at Charlotte. Lucas Keys comes P2, John McAdam P3 right now. Peterson Rodriguez is slated to finish P4. Matthew Berry right now in P8, still trying to fend off the BMW just behind him with Neil Hughes. right now. It's still a big fight between him. Robert Brickley just up ahead in the teal BMW as well. And actually, Neil Hughes has got a good run here on the Lamborghini. Is it going to be enough going into the last chicane for Neil Hughes? But it's not look like he's able to done this one. And Matthew Berry is going to cross the line ahead of that one and get it across the line, at least for now. Oh my goodness gracious.
We call split red Wreckfest, but I think we might have to label tonight as kind of bit of equivalent of split red.
Yeah.
Considering split red have actually been pretty good this week, but sorry,
it's okay. It's okay.
Sorry, as Will Hammond's just sent it. I love that. I love that from the drivers just sending it. So he kept the car alive. He's kept the car alive for one race. He's over it. He's getting ready for the next one. He's getting it all out. We've got Porsche doing donuts on the infield. It's a very chaotic first race for us tonight. It's certainly an interesting one.
Yeah, the provisional results, I'd say, subject to change for some of these drivers. Arguably, I think Peterson Rodriguez potentially will be a big one, coming into contact with Chris Taylor late in the race. And unfortunately, Chris Taylor's Corvette actually just resembling a crumpled beer can at the result of that one. But yeah, Ryan Borg from Lucas Keys, John McAdam, Peterson Rodriguez, Graham Hill, Christian Wells. Christian Wells did cross the line. Did Christian Wells crash after the line? I'm not too sure on that one. I guess potentially it might have been the case. He might have, not too sure on that one, I have to say. Robert Brickley, P7, Matthew Berry, P8, Neil Hughes, P9, and Jaden Ronanello rounds off our top 10 for that one for our Demolition Derby.
Yeah, definitely Demolition Derby after our first race. I'm not too sure if we have another qualifier. I'm not sure if we're just jumping straight to another one. So fortunate enough for some of those people.
Josh Holmes on pole.
We've got Josh Holmes on pole, which will be an interesting one. Yeah, definitely the M2. But fortunate enough, Pedro. I don't think he's here. I don't think he's here either. So Babby will be starting lovely on pole after having a very unfortunate.
Yeah, not too sure what happened to Babby, because we saw him rejoin the race and then I saw him back in the pits. So I think that, maybe just bad to worse. And he's like, I'm just going to get reverse grid pole for the next race.
It might have been the strategic play. Avoid all the chaos of race one. Let everyone's gotten all the jibbies out, all everything like that. And Hobbs is probably absolutely drilling into them at the moment. Who knows? But it might have been the play for the second race and maybe have a chance of getting just a bit of a better chance of getting some points here tonight.
Considering Glory Babby was P2 in the championship, but he was a bit off, to say the least. I believe last time I checked, he was P2 in the championship. Not sure if he was after the Bathurst round, because I think Bathurst went just as badly for him as it did for Ryan Borg, if I recall. But yeah, unfortunately, for him, for his championship aspirations, he was already a bit behind Ryan Borg, but obviously kind of DNF'd out of this round as we do try and get things set up for this one. So just bear with us for a little bit right now. Is it all automated, the reverse grid, Josh, if you're there?
Yep, yeah, it's all preset at the time of making the session.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Lovely. So there's the championship. So Lucas Keys actually was P2 in the championship. Obviously, this doesn't reflect the race that we just had. But yeah, you can see Glory Babby obviously didn't have the best race. And Will Hammond there certainly kind of just hiding there in P4. But you can see the gap that Ryan Borg has right now is looking pretty good. And considering he took the maximum points out of race one, still looking pretty good for the Lamborghini driver for this championship, with only 2 more rounds after this race.
Yeah, I could certainly see Ryan Borg possibly trying to make some moves up the grid in the second race, but we've seen enough already, so I'm not too sure what could happen as we come into this.
We have that little HUD overlay at the end of spoilers for Halo Reach, just objective survive.
Yeah, I feel like that might be the best way to sum up to tonight's first race already.
I think we got quite lucky considering Glory lost it and only Josh Struick had to pay the price.
I think we got lucky, or I feel like we got unlucky in the fact that we didn't get a safety car after the first couple of laps here. We had quite a few cars go off and just kind of half park up in pretty sketchy spots, but I feel like we might, don't want to curse, but I feel like we might get a repeat in this race.
Because Mitch Hobbs had his hands on his head rather than on his on the safety car button this time around. Hands over his eyes, see no evil, hear no evil, playing out for poor Hobbsy right now. But as things get rolling, it will be not, I don't think, the first two right now. I want to say Glory, but maybe Pedro Padro is here? I'm not too sure. Yes. Yes. Absent for the first race. Inheritance pole. VF work phone call.
So,
you know, to be honest, right now, what strategy has occurred? Hopefully, William Morgan can survive. I'm not sure. I don't think we actually call what happened to. There's so many people losing it. I can't even remember who did what. Quite frankly, at the start of the last race, but we'll file that away right now. So it will be Pedro Padrao leading the field ahead of Glory Babby. I dare say Glory Babby in that white and red Porsche on your right hand side will want to take that away ASAP off the start. Liam Kay in P4 near a Porsche. Patrick Johnson P5. We did see him have a very early crash in the race last one, so I dare say he will be looking to maybe take the lead and run away with it. But we'll have to get past Mr. Glory Babby at first, and as you can see, everyone warming up their tires the best they can because we saw how many cars it caught out just in the last race.
yeah, I feel like we might have to prep ourselves for another repeat, but we know where to look this time. So I feel like we'll have to keep our eyes on that very green Pepe Porsche there, because he's going to be hungry to make up those positions that he lost after the first race. He's going to be hungry for points. It's all coming down to what I believe is a back straight now, so I won't do that same mistake again. But as they nicely loop around the track, poor Glory Babby and Pedro Pedraro going to be hungry for that P1 coming out of turn 1. So expecting a little bit of chaos, to be honest.
Yes, for sure. And definitely a few people back there like Josh Struick. We didn't really get to see what potentially he had in terms of pace out there, and obviously Chris Taylor as well. Unfortunately, being crashed out as well late in that race. We'll see what he is able to produce right now. A lot of Porsches up the front right now, and Pedro kind of needs to move up a little bit right now. He's kind of falling a little bit far back, which might make things very easy for Glory Babby and Patrick Johnson as they roll into the final chicane before the green light, and we're already green light as we go into the chicane right now. It's going to make things very easy for Glory Babby to take the lead, and Patrick Johnson's going to steam on through as well to get ahead of Pedro Padrao, but Pedro's going to send it back up the inside right now as he puts one on Patrick Johnson, says no thank you, and gets it back up the inside, and not afraid to put one on Patrick there as William Morgan right on the threat from the Chris Taylor and Leo Dreyer right now. Things look a-okay. I'm not too sure. I saw something potentially in the background. I think a Mercedes. Yep, another Mercedes, potentially Chris Taylor right now just ahead, and oh, there it is. That is Will Hammond, and another one towed back to the pits right now. Unfortunately for him, looks like Patrick Johnson has managed to get ahead on Pedro Padrao in the midsection right now as they all concertina into that one. As a little bit of a touch there on William Morgan on the back, I believe, of Liam Kay potentially, and getting a bitty back exit. Lucas Keys and fighting along with Peterson Rodriguez right now, and they got the Porsche as well on the outside. Looks like Lucas got a slowdown penalty, so he's in the top lane, just trying to arrest as much speed and get out the way and not cause a further incident in all of that. But looking like an overall net gain for Lucas right now, all the way up into P17 in all of this. P17, I apologize right now, and does have a note, and there we go, it disappears. But cleaner start so far, I have to say, Nathan.
Yeah, certainly a cleaner one, unfortunately, for for Zach Jensen back. Well, as you see now, we cut to the replay of what happened to Muhammad there. He's already lost his front bar.
Yeah, he had no steering as well. So
that's an interesting one. I did see another car get squeezed, get tumbling down the grid there, as we called out to that Merc, but I'm not too sure. I believe Zach Jensen was in that as well, so I'm not too sure if he maybe got caught up in that earlier. As you see now, we cut to the replay.
Oh, it's Pereira.
So poor Zach Jensen spitting at the top of the wall. Will Hammond just being a passenger in that Merc all the way to the wall. That is an unfortunate way to start the second race and pretty much ended already. As we see now, thankfully back to our live, as we see Josh Struick now under pressure from Pedraro. Both Porsche on Porsche, going to be absolutely neck and neck in these curves. Might see a little bit of something from Liam Kay there. Looks like he's making up a little bit of ground. We've already got quite a few packs going on here, so we might have another recreation of race one. We've got quite a few battle packs going on. Pedro Pedraro going to be hungry to make positions up, as we see Benjamin Hignett having a look on the inside of Dreyer there, and just tapping the back of Dreyer there and just spinning it. He had the chance and unfortunately just got a little bit closer than he probably wanted there. He had the run. Thankfully keeping the car in what looks like one piece. He's still got his rear bar on, so it looks like it's in one piece. So hats off to him for coming out pretty nicely as that one, but we said it was clean, but I think we're wrong now.
Yep. Matt Barry fighting along with the Porsche. Connor Archer, the Porsche on the outside, and potentially going to lose that battle around the outside as the Lamborghini gets her up the inside, and going to have it already done into turn 7 as well, as his teammate is going to say Brian Borg going from last in the grid up into P12 right now, as Chris Taylor up the inside of Liam Kay in the pink Porsche on the outside, potentially going to lose that one, but good straight line performance from the Porsche so far going into the corner, but Chris Taylor's late on the brakes, sending up the inside, and Will Morgan in the Aston is going to try and capitalize as well, as Liam gets a bad exit, being forced offline in that maneuver, but looks like all laces fast right now, as Will Morgan now having to defend potentially from the McLaren here of Leo Dreyer. So it's still chop and change, but yeah, Ryan Borg, our race 1 winner, already up into P12 so far right now, up 14 positions, granted from a few incidents to say the least, but also Lucas Keys up into P15 as well, so he's trying to come through the field as quickly as he can, as the Lamborghini has, but also John McAdam P17 as well, but all just trying to follow the leader somewhat right now. But Ryan Borg, doing a very good job getting ahead of Peterson Rodriguez on that last lap, and it looks like Rodriguez has been passed by the BMW of Neil Hughes, and getting so close to the back of that BMW. As it's all fighting again, Will Morgan, Leo Dreyer getting past Liam Kay, and the Porsche up the inside as well on the background, but they bang wheels as well between Liam Kay and Jaden Rondinell as they go into turn 7. Jaden on the outside, Liam up the inside, and the Lamborghini there of Matthew Berry as well, and Connor Archer all fighting this one, but it's still neck and neck, side by side between the Aston and the McLaren at the front, between Morgan and Dreyer right now. Liam Kay still holds that position ahead of Jaden Rondinella right now as they run through the back straight, going into the first of the 2 chicanes. Morgan ahead of Dreyer, ahead of Kay, ahead of Rondinella, followed by Barry, Archer, and Ryan Borg as well in the fellow Lamborghini just heading up this field. So this will be good for him. He needs to pick these off one by one right now for his championship, and not so easy, as all these guys still fighting very hard right now between all of them and doing everything they can just to make a position and hold position right now. But we'll see how things go right now. But Will Morgan still looking strong at the front at the moment for the Aston Martin.
Yeah, it's certainly we've got quite a bit of action. I just got to call out to poor Pedro Pedraro. It looked like he lost another position there to Chris Taylor. I'm not sure if he made a mistake or Taylor's just done a perfect overtake, but as we see now, Rodriguez now heavily under pressure by Lucas Keys in that Porsche. Lucas Keys, obviously one of the few that was leading last race, so now he's going to be hungry to come further up this grid. Heavily into this last braking zone, very, very wide compared to Rodriguez there. It doesn't look like he's got the greatest of exit, but we've got Rodriguez now on the back bumper of Neil Hughes in that BMW there. It's going to be right up the edge of it. And see now, just sticking it just inside, maybe making a move, and perfect move just there on the inside. But Neil Hughes is not giving up there in that BMW. He's right back on the Mercedes there. Lucas Keys now also making a bit of ground with these two battling. And it's now just back into single file here as we see. Just go to Ryan Borg and Matthew Berry, the two teammates in the Lambo. Thankfully, both with their rear bumpers on this time, just happily following Rondinelli, both trying to make up some ground as we see Connor Archer there as well, just following the two Lambos, also trying to make up a bit of ground. As this here with Ryan Borg happily sitting in P10th now, but going to be absolutely gunning for more.
Yep, fighting tooth and nail right now. Ryan Borg, dare say, didn't have to fight his teammates around as all the BMW. Neil Hughes going very wide. Lucas up the inside, but is not able to get it done. A very wide moment there for Neil Hughes in the BMW. Lucas trying to capitalize, but not having the luck that Ryan Borg had through the traffic right now. And the BMW pretty good on the straight as well. Not help the Porsche also close to the brake, back of the BMW under braking, but not able to get it done right now. We'll see what they're able to do down the straight. But is the Porsche going to have enough in the slipstream of the BMW? The BMW is pretty strong. We saw the Mercedes able to get it done, but the Mercedes has got a fair few horsepower, and you see barely making an indent on that lead up to the BMW through that just short straight right now, and a good exit. But yeah, Neil Hughes doing everything right now and doing a good job. Unfortunately, Lucas just having to follow for now. I'm sure he'll get him eventually. Right now he's got a good slipstream, but we're already at the next corner. As he starts to get there, he starts to unfortunately get to the next corner, but actually a very deep moment for Neil Hughes, and gonna go a little bit slow there on the exit. And I think he's gonna make it a nice easy pass for the Porsche of Lucas Keys up the inside into turn one. Pretty simple one done, just a small mistake there from Neil Hughes.
Yeah, it's certainly quite a close battle there as we now cut to Liam Kay and the Porsche getting chased down by Jaden Rondinella and Ryan Borg in that Lamborghini. To see Jaden Rondinella just trying to cover that inside against Borg. Sorry, not Borg. Rondinella sitting there trying to chase the outsides. Now cuts down into the inside, forcing Dreyer. Oh, sorry. Jeez, I'm losing my night. Kay. There we go. Losing my names here as we see them going side by side. Ryan Borg happily sitting there in the back now, just waiting for something to happen to these two. As you see them now going around side by side. Oh, Rondinella getting sent off into the wall there. Liam Kay having to cut that chicane as well. He's going to probably suffer a bit of damage there. Copping a slowdown penalty as we now cut to Connor Archer in that Porsche now under pressure from Peterson Rodriguez. Peter again getting the better end of it, sitting there happily in front. Looks like he's going to be able to defend perfectly now coming into this last chicane. Just looked like he was getting a little bit unsettled there in that Porsche. He's got Lucas Keys already there hot on his rear bumper in that other Porsche. Lucas Keys looks like he's going to do the same thing again. Yep, every time, just on that inside. Poor Archer showing no sign of defending there. Bit unfortunate from him. He's going to be hungry to chase that back as Lucas Keys is already chasing that rear bar of that Mercedes in front of him.
We'd like to see a replay of that incident between the Rondinella and Kay, as Rondinella unfortunately getting passed now by the Mercedes of McAdam, and the BMW of Neil Hughes has got substantial damage on that Porsche. Both of them kind of just looking like they came together a little bit on the straight, and those two are already having a bit of a feisty battle for a few laps right now, so maybe things get it boiling over a little bit, and it made things quite easy for Ryan Borg, where he so easily could have been caught up in all that process. We've got a replay here right now, so thank you very much to Glenn. So yeah, these two fighting all the way into this corner. So go into this one. I think this is a few laps ago actually, potentially, because I can still see Dreyer and Mr. Morgan up ahead. So not the one a little bit too early on that one, but yeah, those two really nice. It's I'm really glad I'm not a broadcaster, because I'd be hopeless. But yeah, those two look like they just gravitated close towards each other, I have to say, Nathan.
Yeah, I think that might have been also just a little bit of net code there, because it looked like they were sitting happily side by side there for a sec there. Maybe just got that little bit too close to each other, and iRacing doing iRacing things, it's just kind of wigged itself out. You see Ryan Borg making it up in the P7 there on the timing boards. So he's clearly making his way back up. He's chasing the back of that Ferrari Leo drive. He's got 3 second deficits. Now we cut to
Here we go.
what happened to Liam Kay and
Looking good, yeah. So Liam
got the
went
right
a little
spot,
bit wide, and no, I think this is it, yeah, because Jaden went around the outside, Helly ran outside, and he really fires it into turn 7. I thought Jaden was going to get it done, but the exit was just so much better for Liam Kay, and so they were still going alongside, side by side for both Porsches on the back straight, on the back first banking with Ryan Borg in the Lamborghini just behind him. So as they get to this straight, what happens here as they both meet in the middle, they just gravitate towards each other, and they both find towards, and Ryan Borg did such a good job just to anchor it on the brakes and just avoid being caught up in all that. Oh my goodness, like very easily could have taken Ryan Borg out in that process as well.
yeah, I have a feeling Ryan saw what was coming. He saw 2 Porsches going, one going left, one going right. Fortunately, there's only 3 lanes on that oval, and 2 Porsches can't sit in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Indeed, right now it's Grey Bus just getting along things in P16, as you can see Liam Kay down in P15 and along with Jaden running out. Both of those Porsches very substantially damaged, so their pace not looking too hot right now. No, it's up the front as well with Joshua Strick actually getting up into P2 ahead of Patrick Johnson. Still Chris Taylor in P4, William Morgan in P5, but pretty close overall. So if Ryan Borg can still get on it, he can still gain quite a few more positions while we just cross halfway mark into this race. But yeah, Strick holding down P2, but still Glory Babby 4.5 seconds in the lead right now. But yeah, the gaps really haven't extended too much in this whole race so far. We'll see what Ryan is able to do in response. I'm not sure if he'll catch those top 3, but definitely everyone else I think is fair game for the Lamborghini driver.
Yeah, I definitely have to say hats off to Babby there. Looks like he's avoided all the chaos that has been this race and has just happily seen himself into tomorrow already with a nearly 5-second gap. So hats off to him already. Patrick Johnson's definitely going to be keen to chase up to him, along with Joshua Sturek. But fortunately enough, John McAdam also making up some places here, happily trying to catch the back of Connor Archer there, as well as Peterson Rodriguez. I feel like almost a lot of these back guys are just going to be very, very eager to make up a lot of places as they hit to the top 10. So it was a cut to replay of Zach Jensen. I'm not sure what's happening here. Oh, it's just taken just a little bit too much of that curb there. A bit unfortunate for him. Obviously, already coming out of the pits a few laps down from his unfortunate spin in T1 at lap 1, collecting another Merc in the process, but he's kept it together, so props to him. Certainly did not want to be seeing the front side of that wall with the Lamborghini. But as we have Ryan Borg now under pressure from Lucas Keys, he's going to be very, very eager to get extra close to that Lamborghini here. But Lucas Keys might also just be playing a bit patient. We know how tricky and treacherous this track can be. It's shown to take a lot of casualties tonight, so expecting Lucas Keys maybe just play a bit patient, don't you think, Cameron?
Yeah, potentially. I wasn't expecting these two to actually get this close again, considering how much more progress Ryan Borg was making through the field. But Lucas has bided his time and picked them up one by one with a few incidents here and there, and benefiting maybe from a little bit of luck. But yeah, unfortunately, Ryan Borg definitely happened built out the gap over Lucas Keys, and obviously there was a few more incidents here, there, and everywhere. Not too sure what happened to his teammate. Unfortunately, Matthew Berry's dropped down to P18 in all of that, as they have definitely gapped some of the cars behind. You can see them catching their Leo Dreyer and William Morgan. Oh, what has happened there? Oh, is he? I'm guessing he just went deep and he just caught the curb and went for an absolute flight.
Oh. So I feel
no, the suspension's broken. You can see him crabbing. He's twitching. Oh, he's going to have to box because that's just going to fire him into the fence. He knows that he's coming down onto the apron. And he's going to have to... Oh, so from the dream start of Dream's first race, getting that win, to going to have to fire it all the way back down to the bottom after all that recovery process for Ryan Borg. Oh, we need to see a replay of that one.
I think we just had our next installment of Lamborghini Airlines there, to be honest, and thankfully Lucas Keys not being a passenger in that. Thankfully, he didn't get it.
Yeah. We have quick repairs in iRacing, thankfully, so it doesn't do the full repair system. You can do an instant repair for obviously our sprint races, a little bit more ideal. Lamborghini was severely damaged on its touchdown. Thankfully, came back down on all four wheels, to say the least. It can take some solace in that, but I don't think that Brian Borg is going to be too bothered in that one, as he is currently P18 in all of that. So yeah, dropping from P7 down to P18, unfortunately for Ryan there. Not too sure. That's the first proper mistake we've seen from him right now in this whole weekend.
As we see, sorry to cut you off, but Connor Archer there also almost did the exact same thing as Borg now with John McAdam now. Just having a look there on the side of that Porsche. I think he might have just copped a little bit of front, but John McAdam just slotting in behind there. That second chicane. He had a run, and Archer's gone off. He's maybe just gone a little bit too hot into that corner there, and John McAdam's just going to go, see you later.
I saw that coming.
That is, we saw it coming, and it happened. That is unfortunate for Neil Hughes and that BMW, also tumbling down the grid. And it looked like he almost got copped there, but no, thankfully not. He's looked like he got too better end of the deal there, arguably only falling down into P15, but that is obviously going to hurt his race quite dearly tonight. As we see now, Liam Kay also gracefully taking up some of those positions there after that spin, and obviously avoiding everything there. But he is also, once again, hot on the back of Graham Hill as that froze. He digs it down in the inside, and that touch. No, Graham Hill's not going to be happy about that. Thankfully, Liam looks like he's half readdressed the position, but it doesn't look like it. That Porsche is very beat up in the front there. And Graham Hill is going to be hot on the back end of it to make another move in this corner. He's going to be very, very eager to get back to him. Dare say the stewards are going to be talking about that incident there. And, Liam Kay just scooting that wall there. We already see Graham Hill trying to have a look, trying to sit in that inside line. It's going to go side by side now. They almost touch again, just getting a little bit uneasy. It's going to be a very, very tight one into the chicane. Kay taking this side, touch again, just bumping shoulders, bumping elbows, sticking them out. Liam Kay getting the better run of it, but Graham Hill looks like he might try and go for a bit of an inside move. No, just tucking it behind, resetting, getting that headspace sorted once again, trying to go for it again.
Yep, yeah, indeed, and not why I expected that all to go to a degree. I think there's definitely a bit of send from the MK up into the turn 7 complex, and I think Graham Hill probably felt a little bit aggrieved from that one and try to kind of come back at him with mixed success. As you see, I think defending the inside a little bit. Maybe he doesn't want his own move put back on him, but I think some fire still left in that Porsche from despite the contact damage earlier on with the barrier and with the Porsche just up ahead of Rondinella. They're still holding down P11 and P12, which is pretty good considering the sizable accident they had. With Graham Hill just behind them right now. Not too sure what happened to him early in the race, but was able to recover somewhat in the process. But see Lucas Keys right now, so P2 in the championship, looking really good ahead of Ryan Borg, who's up into P17 right now and is on the tail end of all those kind of cars. So he's got 5 minutes to make them all count. So it's Lucas Keys actually looking a bit on the threat right now from Peterson Rodriguez right now. Is there a bit of damage, I think, potentially on the front of that Porsche? What's happened to Lucas Keys? We've got to have a bit more now.
He's a lot more damage there.
He got away with it, but he got a helping hand of shove from the AMG of Peterson there. But it looked like Lucas has had a moment in that one. Maybe you can allude on that one, Josh, but it looks like he's driving wounded right now.
Yeah, it looks like he's carrying quite a bit of damage on the front end from 2 separate incidents, and then obviously just what we've just seen there. Kind of looks like the Porsche has like a little bit of like a little pointed end now because of the 2 bits of damage he's picked up. So yeah, unfortunate for Lucas.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't. I think he's got a bit of like either alignment or suspension damage, at least on the front, because yeah, not too sure what happened to him, because they were kind of on the back of Borg, and obviously when we saw what happened to Ryan Borg and Lucas Keys was just behind them, they were catching Morgan and co just for P6, but they obviously dropped back massively. And then Peterson Rodriguez was all over the back of him as well, and John McAdam as well. Kind of had to follow the Porsche home this time in the last race. We got a replay here, so this is Christian Wells ahead of I want to say Ryan Borg, or it could be Matthew Berry. I get the feeling it's Borg with that kind of maneuver of him. And then unfortunately Christian Wells goes for a spin there on the exit, and he's gonna have to 3-point that one and chuck it in reverse. So Zach Jensen, collected the wall again. Has it got broken rear suspension? Yes, it has. And unfortunately for the Toblerone, Lamborghini gonna unfortunately find the wall again. Oh dear, for Zach Jensen, not having fun around here, to say the least. And John McAdam already ahead of Lucas Keys. Lucas Keys is going to look at potentially come back at him at the chicane, but Lex not to send it. He didn't really have an overlap, so probably substantial front damage affecting his top speed right now, and the Mercedes not needing too many invitations to get ahead. So Lucas Keys not able to, looks like he's not going to be able to capitalize fully on Ryan Borg's misfortune early in the race. But yeah, who knows what's happened. There's so much to cover right now, and I dare say we are definitely making our own crash compilation of Charlotte Speed Roval just in Octane Online Racing.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Lucas Keys out there, I'll be honest. It looks like he's nursing probably a bit more suspension damage than it looks like. So I don't think we'll see anything coming from him and John McAdam. It looks like John McAdam is just seeing himself in the distance there.
Yep, been pretty good. I mean, John needs as I've said a few times now, in this season, he's shown speed, but he's never really been able to. He's had real mixed success getting the results down at the end of the race. But hopefully he's able to secure this one, as we've got just under 90 seconds left in this race. So it's all 0-0 right now as Liam Kay and Pedro unfortunately clattering the wall, and getting the feeling that's broken something as well, as it fires it into the opposite wall there at turn 3 and 4, and he parks that one up as well. And then unfortunately that has not gone the way of the Brazilian, as these three all starting to fight again between Rondinella Kay and the Graham Hill as well, is hiding all over again. There's a fight for P11, 12 and 13. I don't think they're not going to bother Connor Archer's P10 right now. But yeah, we'll see what these guys are able to produce in the last minute and a bit.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I have a feeling Graham Hill there in the back might be biding his time. We've already seen Liam Kay and Rondinella go together this race. I feel like Graham might be betting on something to happen once again between these two Porsches. They've found their way together again, but they're both nursing a little bit of damage after their very, very heavy collision. I think Rondinella probably suffering the worst of them all, as we already see Graham Hill now making a bit more ground in these shorter corners and stuff already, which is a bit surprising in a Ferrari compared to a Porsche, but maybe he's just taking well advantage of having less damage than both of them ahead of him. As we see Liam Kay just going a little bit of a better exit there compared to Graham Hill, but Graham also once again probably going to be hungry and make up those positions.
Yep, they're still able to get good exits through the last P7 coming onto the straight right now. Definitely going to be on the last lap, if not next lap around for these guys. But most of our leading pack will be on the last lap now. But yeah, looking at Liam Kay falling back a little bit right now, but despite that damage, the Ferrari is not really able to make any indentation on the straights, and they are not too long around here as they come through the final chicane going onto the start straight right now. So yeah, these guys are definitely last lap around for these ones. But yeah, all looking pretty even stations right now. I'm looking up and down the grid. There's a few close battles here, there and everywhere, but is anyone going to be able to get it done? I think there's some egos maybe prevail a little bit, unlike the last race where they kind of spilled over somewhat We'll see if Liam Kay was able to defend. And it's going to say these are fighting for P4 to P6, still headed up by Chris Taylor, and hopefully he can bring this one across the line with just bring this one across the line, whether or not he has all the parts left in his car. Lloyd Rowe does take the win ahead of Joshua Stewart for the second race. Patrick Johnson should finish P3 right now, as these two are all still as line as stern right now. Chris Taylor navigating the final chicane in the Corvette will come home P4, Leo Dreyer P3, P5, the Aston Martin there of William Morgan P6, Peterson Rodriguez coming out to P7, and unexpectedly John McAdam up into P8 as well, and looks like Lucas Keys will limp his car back down in P9, and dare say, ooh, gonna fire it at the wall. You're not too happy with that car left of it, and Connor Archer P10, well done.
As I see Liam Kay just following Ron and Nella through that final chicane. Doesn't look like they got anything out, so they'll take P11 and 12 for finishing out our last race for tonight. Graham Hill also just sitting there in P13. Doesn't look like, might have just been praying for something to happen between those two Porsches once again, but didn't have enough time for it to happen.
Championship leader gets back up to P15 at the end of the day after his unfortunate moment with a curb. That did force a necessary pit stop for repairs, but yeah, that is going to be Charlotte Speed Roval for round 6 of the season 2 of iRacing. Yeah, kind of a fascinating race to say the least, but we'll wait for the results coming up any second now of 2 races. So it was obviously Ryan Borg who won the first race, but it is going to be Glory Barry, the winner of the second race right now. But yeah, tricky to say the least. Yep, so Glory Barry wins the second race ahead of Stuart Johnson, Taylor, Dreyer, Morgan, Rodriguez, McAdam, Keys, and Archer will make up the top 10 for race number 2. 50% point share between the races, so definitely going pretty well for Glory Barry. Granted, he didn't get a good result in the first race, so overall going to be a bit of a net loss, even ahead of Ryan Borg's not enjoyable second race overall. But yeah, I don't know if was anyone a winner overall between the 2 races. I think everyone just had no one really had 2 good races, to be honest.
Certainly a jumble between the grid, obviously with our reverse grid as well. Glory Babby definitely, arguably I'd say, getting pretty lucky with finishing at the bottom of the first race, so taking P1 very, very nicely there with a 5-second gap. So it seems like he was able to reset himself quite nicely after the first race and just hold it together.
Yeah, did what he needed to do. Took the lead straight away at the start of the second race. But yeah, and that will, as I said, for tomorrow we have LMU Blue. Obviously, we have a LMU WEC Series for tomorrow. That will be at, oh my God, I'm blanking. It's
Barcelona tomorrow.
Barcelona, yes, Barcelona Academy have Monza, which is not broadcast. We have Barcelona for both WEC series, but also Split Red as well. We'll be returning at Monza tomorrow night, ELMS on 9 p.m, AEST on Friday as well. And there will be also Barcelona. And of course, we've got Saturday as well, Duros, pending on that one. We shall see for the Nordschleife for that one. Hopefully, you get to close in another good season of Duros, the ever popular Duros. And of course, get your sign-ups for the 30th of May, the 3 hours of Daytona mini enduro for iRacing. Hopefully, you get a good turnout for that one. And Mr. Joshua Holmes can have his magic 30. I think 30 might be a bit of a stretch though.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if I'll get it for the 3 hour, but we did get it for Bathurst, and so I'll now shut up about
this
it.
race was so chaotic. I've already forgotten about Bathurst.
Yeah, there was a lot of things. I think probably one of my highlights of the chaos was definitely almost seeing the Ryan Borg Lamborghini go into the sky for a bit. That was pretty impressive. But yeah, It was good fun listening to Hobbsy tonight and hearing his stressed voice. as he tries
07's
to
in
figure-
chat,
Yeah.
or Mitch Hobbs.
Yeah,
While
thanks,
Ryan
guys.
Anderson saw earlier was just playing Forza and Glenn's Steam notifications. Maybe you should take maybe we could gift him. No, actually, we're not gifting it. It's too expensive. It's not in the budget. But yes, that will be it from me. Thank you very much to Nathan for volunteering, putting his hand up very last minute. This would have been sad 90 minutes of Cameron, who's very tired otherwise tonight. But yes, thank you to Nathan for putting his hand up. Thank you, Joshua, for jumping in and giving your insights as well. Thank you very much, Glenn, for broadcasting. But yes, we'll catch you again tomorrow at 7:30 AEST for Split Blue and Split Red. Bye bye.